Y'all seen that shit where let's put that down there. Where they said Diddy was dating Lauren London and shit.
I ain't dating her.
Who?
Diddy was dating Lauren London.
Diddy.
He ain't dating Lauren London.
Diddy, P Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs.
Oh, I think you said Diddy.
No.
That's all I'm like, ooh.
No.
Diddy. Somebody had tried to put that out there. I don't know. She
That nigga
shut that
ain't,
shit
he
down
ain't
right
dating
away.
Lauren London.
That nigga is dating Filipino boys.
He ain't.
Bro, I think that nigga, like, he remind me of one of them, bro, y'all had to see that interview with Fab and Jadakiss.
On Drink Champ?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm party with you, man.
Yeah.
I like it when you do it
the way
like
he
that,
talk,
Daddy.
The way that nigga has
It's a party.
he gives me like a wealthy
pedophile vibe.
Yeah, like he's the type of nigga who like he pay for like men and women to have sex in the same room with each other type shit. Like,
I can see him
he
doing
just
that
watch.
shit. He just watch.
sitting there while a nigga feeding him grapes and shit.
Right, he like, take that, take that.
What's up? Nigga be having all of that in the room and then have rappers coming in and do deals. Like, oh, so you want to sign with Bad Boy? Oh, should we be doing this at 2 o'clock in the morning? Go get some cocaine over there, man, and make yourself at home, young brother.
I know, that's what 50 be saying.
That's how the business is.
A lot of people
See.
said that about him though.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, 50 Cent.
Dog, when 50
Fab
was
and
on,
them.
he was on the Breakfast Club and he did that when I think it was Den of Thieves was coming out.
Yeah.
And he was
Yeah,
on
he
there
was talking about
it. That shit was hilarious.
But the
He
crazy
was like, no, I'm going to take you shopping. He was like, what?
Yeah.
no, man, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you. But
He said, get away from me, man.
as sick as it is, you get to like those type of people get to a certain point in their life to where
They making so much money.
they making so much money, they bored. So like
done
shit like
done
that
everything.
is
I could pay for it, so why not?
Yeah.
Like that's the mentality and shit.
I could never. Nah.
I do know if I ever become rich or famous, I'm making women sign NDAs.
You think it's worth it?
I think it's worth it. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At
It is.
that
I mean,
point-
because I seen who was that? Somebody said it, but it's like if you got a broke woman signing an NDA, it's like what?
But that's what I'm saying.
It's to protect your name and your identity though,
Yeah.
because like you could fall asleep. They got videos and shit now. They kissing all on you while you sleep and shit like that. Like I done put this nigga to sleep. Like just goofy shit like that.
They
But
work
still, like,
against
what's gonna
yours.
come up? What's gonna come of it?
The
if
internet.
they put it out.
It's the internet, bro.
No, I'm saying like, what's gonna
Public
happen to
opinion.
them if they put it out? Though?
Oh, they still don't get
They
sued.
can get sued.
Yeah,
they can go to
still
jail.
But if
They
they
can get
broke,
fined.
They broke. You don't.
They gotta pay.
But still, it's
They-
still
nah.
to protect. It's still to protect you.
Yeah, you
The NDA will have somebody hesitant. Like,
Yeah, they still have to pay you. Like even if they ain't got the money, they'll have to pay you. They'll have to make a payment plan, something. They still gotta come up with that money.
They ain't gonna do it no more.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do it again.
shit, Leonardo DiCaprio, all them niggas do. You'd be surprised how many of these people who you never see with women, but I bet you signing NDAs. You know, and it could be like, shit. I mean, and I feel like if you make a certain amount of money, and this might be some simp shit, but if I'm a multi-millionaire, I wouldn't mind, having like 5 or 6 bitches come and hang out.
Oh no, of course
Throwing
not.
some bread, like, yo,
That's what I said.
here's a take care package. Sign this
If I get rich, I'll
NDA.
be reckless.
Let's have a good time,
I'm just not flying everybody out.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I'm not flying everybody
Local
out.
hoes.
Yeah.
Local hoes only.
We partied at the crib.
Shit, but that
You gonna get them a ride at least?
Yeah, get an Uber. I'm not flying nobody out though.
do the Uber. Hey, look, do the Uber, do the Uber backs, and then do it to where it go to multiple locations.
Yeah, go pick them all up.
Hey, the Uber ain't outside.
Pool.
Right. Uber pool, pick everybody up and
We
shit.
all going to the same spot. Shit,
Where
they
you
be doing
going?
That shit, bro.
I'm going here too. Oh shit.
And I think you get to a point to where you probably have to put that effort into getting women because you just don't want just any type of women coming in. Because most of the
gotta
time,
be
those
selective.
women, they know the game.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm finna go here and fuck around with this nigga. He gonna take care of us. We gonna have a good time, and then I'm out. Then I ain't gotta be like, what are we? Like when bitches sign the NDAs, you ain't getting no who are we Texas.
Nah, that's when you gotta tell the bitch you ain't getting no tacos.
Right. She wanna ride the Rover, told her the Uber was closer.
Yes, sir.
finna have these niggas buy some tacos. No, you not.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Wait, what was that
Thought
off
it
of?
was sweet.
No, we went through that shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had some chicks with us one
yeah.
night. This one chick was on the phone, just talking to her friend or whatever. We put at this little taco spot. Like, yeah, we finna have these niggas buy some tacos.
Yeah.
I'll call you back. I turned around, I was like, no, you not.
Why you lying to your friend?
And it was like, we probably would have bought them, but she just went about it the wrong
Yeah,
way.
but she thought it was sweet.
Like, yeah, we finna have these niggas buy some tacos. I'll call you back. I was like,
and she
no, you
wasn't
not.
bad.
All right, so let me be that. Let me be devil's advocate. Cause you not just bought her taco, or did your ego just like now that she said?
No, it was the way she went about it,
Yeah,
bro.
because she thought it was sweet. Like I was some simp ass
Look,
nigga.
bro, she had a friend with her. It was like
No
almost
problem
like
with it.
she had like a special needs friend with her. It was cool as a fan, bro. I got her number and everything.
Special needs friend?
Yeah, I bought her tacos because she was
So
cool.
the friend that said that would have been on me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't going.
Wait,
man.
special? How was she special needs?
it's I forgot what she had.
Autism or something?
No, it wasn't that, but she had like
It
it was like
wasn't
some like bone thing, but it was like
Scoliosis?
Like, no, I like fuck with like her speech and everything too, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she was cool though. I
They
still
need
fuck
love
with her.
too, man.
Yeah,
But
she
thought it
wasn't
sweet.
like super weak. And I was like, all right, whatever.
But that just turned.
Yeah,
It was just like, no, you think it's sweet like that?
that was
No.
a turn off.
That is a turn
That's
off.
a turn
That
off.
is a turn off.
Like,
Only
okay.
my girl can say some shit like that.
Yeah,
You know, even
Like-
then I'd be like, who the fuck you talking to talking like
yeah.
that?
Like, we just met you like an hour ago. Usually, we finna have these niggas buy some tacos.
This
then
is
we
a chick
finna go
that, after
home.
the club chick?
Yeah. Nah, you ain't getting shit now.
That'll make you dope over there on Water
she was
Street.
juiced.
Yeah,
She
Just
was
the-
juiced.
You like you might have just got something just because I was like, fuck it. Yeah, I'm saying I got you.
yeah.
But
Which
she had to
happened,
be
like,
the one.
but which might happen most of the time plenty times I done went out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, fuck it, I got you. Whatever.
Like, I got
Fuck
it. It's cool.
Even if we don't talk no more, fuck it, whatever. I'll buy you something.
Yeah.
That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But then it was like, you just thought you was just.
Yeah, you just thought
You
you,
know
was
what I'm saying?
The
thought
one.
you-
Like, you
Right.
thought you was finna get this shit off. No, women be doing that shit, bro.
Baby, you not special. I done did this.
Yeah.
But a lot of times.
I about half these hoes tacos. Like, you ain't nothing special.
Well, like, this ain't special.
Just for that, you can't get no queso on your own. You get beaten bread,
You
ho.
eat scraps.
Right? You
You know
get
what I'm
scraps. Just
saying?
put some rice and
You
shit
buy
on
your
her.
own shit.
No, you
gotta
just
get your
get the
own.
chips and dip. That's all
It
you
was,
get.
it was the principle. It was like,
Yeah, it's just
Nah,
a principle.
okay.
you know what I'm saying? I could have bought her something.
Yeah.
You could have bought her something. It didn't matter.
That's like when you-
that wasn't the point.
That's like when you go out and you be like, yeah, she finna give me some pussy. And now you ain't finna get no pussy.
Right.
That's what you should have
Like-
said. You should have been like, yeah, then after that, she gonna give me some pussy. That was what you said.
Nah, cause
Take
I
it there.
wasn't even on it like that. I was just
You
like,
ain't gotta be on it. You couldn't even thought to fuck her, but since she tried to come at your character, you should do the same thing to her. Like, oh,
would've
and then
been
after
a
this
good
pussy finna.
comeback.
I'm too straightforward. I was too straightforward in the moment, bro. I literally turned around, looked her dead in her eyes, and was like, no, you're not.
And me and him looked at
And
each
then I
other.
looked at we
looked at each
started
other
laughing and
said
shit.
that
Like we looked at each other, started
We had been
laughing. Like
drinking, but we wasn't that fucked up.
Yeah,
We was
like-
bitch, what the fuck is this?
And then bitches be saying that shit like this. Like,
And we got to the restaurant and she didn't
She-
get
I wouldn't even have said no, you not.
y'all really
I,
not finna buy me some tacos?
dog,
I
she
wouldn't
was-
even have
she was
said
finna
no, you
looking
not.
like-
Everybody got tacos. Even my special
I wouldn't
man
even
friend
have
got
said no, you
tacos.
not. I would have just pulled up and be like, yeah, can we get boom, boom, boom? Oh, yeah. Oh. No, I don't know her.
No, when she
Hey,
No,
bro,
she ain't with
I ain't
us.
want no confusion. I ain't want no
put that on a
confusion.
separate tab.
I need everybody to know what was going on in the moment. No
Nah,
confusion
she not with us. I
necessary.
don't know her.
So I just turned around. You ain't getting nothing from us.
Where was this taco place?
Oh, yeah.
What was
That's
it?
sweet.
Around us?
That's downtown.
Nah, it was on the south side.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that was the Mexican tacos.
It was real tacos too. So
She fucked
yeah,
it up. All you gotta do is just
Hey, it
get
was
off the
legit.
phone.
Corn tortillas. Huh?
I
yeah.
remember-
Corn tortillas with the cilantro
I didn't
lime.
even. I didn't even get nothing that night. Like I wasn't even that hungry.
You dipped off somewhere.
He went to go get some bitch
Yeah.
real tacos. She talked to
Different type of
I'm
tacos.
gonna go get some.
Yeah, she was
guaranteed.
talking crazy.
I'm gonna go get some guaranteed.
Yeah, she was talking
Fucked it up.
crazy. He just disappeared. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's the thing,
And
though.
then the women be like, "Oh, niggas really on that taco? Niggas really mad about the taco? They just some tacos."
Nah, it's just what,
principle.
yeah, it's what you
It's the
said.
principle.
We finna have these niggas buy some tacos.
That's why it'd be hard for me to play wingman because once a chick say something
I
that
love
I
playing
don't like,
man. Because you could be more reckless. Because
Yeah.
I didn't go into
It'd be
this trying to
hard for
fuck
me.
with you,
I
so I'm
can't.
gonna be reckless. Because
Right.
worst case scenario, I almost got into a fight with a girl being a wingman. Yo, I hate bowling. I hate it because I don't know how
That
to do it.
shit's so fucking lame.
And my thumb always hurt from it because I don't know how to do it. So my boy, we on double date with these two girls, and I got fucked up on purpose, and I wasn't taking it seriously. And she was just talking shit like, "Oh, you a bum ass nigga? Why you ain't playing for real?" I'm like, "Bitch, this is bowling." Like going back and forth. Man, I had to call my cousin up there. Like, yo, hey, come up to the bowling alley, man, because somebody talking reckless. I don't even want to be here, man. Fuck you. You a lame. Like just going back and forth with her. Like, bro, it's like you tripping over bowling. Like that's why the wingman shit be clutch because that's when I can really get into my don't give a fuck asshole bag. Like I'll be arguing with a bitch at a wingman. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I ain't planning to come and fuck you anyway.
It depends on who I'm winging for, really. And,
You know what?
and how they doing. If they doing okay, I might spruce it up a little bit. But if they doing bad, I'm finna fuck this up.
My thought has I've never
Sabotage it.
I'm sabotaging this.
but
You ain't getting it anyway.
But the reason
Let's
why
go.
the reason why I don't do the wingman thing, I don't do the wingman thing because I feel like that will. When I'm out with someone, I want all my time to you. I don't because most of the girls be doing the wingman shit as a backup plan. Like if I'm with you, I want to know that I'm gonna spend my time with you and we gonna hang out. I don't need your friend to be there to dictate your night.
Yeah.
Do that shit with somebody else.
Yeah.
So like I feel like if you have to be a wingman or need a wingman, you're in a situation to where it's a lose-lose. Like you might get that opportunity, but most cases, y'all gonna hang out, they gonna hang out, you gonna pay for everything, and then you gonna be gone. Which again, I don't mind doing if that's what I accept to do. But in the wingman situation, it's like, nah, if you really wanted to spend time with somebody, you won't include other people in.
Yeah.
Like, no, I want to see you. I don't want your friend to be there. Why can't my friend be there? Because I don't want to see your friend. I want to see you. Like, I'm that type of nigga that tell you that. So like, no, I want to see you. I mean, I want to see your friend. I want to see you. Well, if I can't go with my friend, then shit, fuck it. We ain't hanging out. Like, all right, cool.
Oh, no, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about just like
I was just like going out.
So
with the
random and then y'all meet some.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's more different.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little bit more calm. But if I'm a designated wingman, I'm in my bag. If I don't like you,
that's
I'm an asshole.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But
Yeah,
if you
that's
talk about y'all to mess up chicks being out, then I'm a
Right.
little bit more pleasant. But I'm
Yeah.
still
Right.
a little more reckless at the mouth.
that's what I'm saying. Like if it's going good for you, okay, I could respect that. But if you fucking up, I'm finna fuck this up.
Yeah, right.
we gotta get out of here. You wasting
You ain't
time.
finna get no pussy. I'm
Right.
definitely not finna get
Right,
no.
like, you wasting time. We gotta go.
Two other girls are just looking at us. Man. We
Yeah,
can go this
shit,
way.
we
Nah, I
moving.
feel you on that one. Yeah, some people like that wingman shit. I hate a girl who want to bring her friend everywhere with her, man. That shit annoying. That's like, you don't trust me enough to hang out with me? Or what's the game you trying to play?
I ain't really
Well,
ran into
sometimes they
that.
don't want to leave their friend.
On some, like,
Being left out type shit.
yeah, like, I only go out with my friend. It's girls like that. Like, you got to come out with me and my friend. Like, I haven't experienced a lot of it, but I've seen a lot of it. Like, in terms
It
of
happens.
that.
It does.
But see, I'm
happen.
smart.
It happens.
I go out with females. Like, I'll go out with a female. Like, I don't hang out with a lot of dudes when I go out. Like, I'll go out with a female because most of the time, that'll bring the women to you.
Yeah.
So,
'Cause women like to party with women.
yeah. And then they feel like you.
And then they feel like comfortable with you. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he good with women.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's straight. He ain't gonna be on shit. Little do they know. Like, I'm trying to fuck with these two of y'all. All right, you get
Right.
geek. Text one of your boys like, bro, where you at?
Like she the one that pointed y'all out. Shit.
He told
Pull
you.
up to the spot. I got two up.
Y'all ever had that where a female was your wingman?
I prefer a female wingman.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Never had that.
My auntie was my wingman.
Your auntie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Auntie.
Shout out to the auntie, man.
My auntie cool as a fam. Like I just don't I don't know. She cool.
You ever got that over aggressive wingman? They're like, yo, he trying to get some pussy. Like, come here, come talk to him. He
Hey,
trying
my
to get
guy
some.
want to talk to you.
Yeah, oh, God.
Yeah, him right there, yeah.
He right there. He says you cute.
You see the nigga with the fade? Yeah.
He just got cut up. Really crispy, ain't he?
He got cut up yesterday. That shit was fresh, wasn't it?
You ever be seeing that shit in the comments and the threads on Twitter?
What?
Where niggas be commenting on some chick and some other niggas be like, "Oh, yo, bro, thanks
That's
for
my
letting me borrow
favorite
that.
shit,
Thanks for letting me
dog.
borrow the Rolls Royce
Yo,
last night, dog."
That is my favorite shit,
Like,
dog.
niggas
That would
is
have me like
wild.
for hours. But I'm like, hey, thank you for letting me borrow your mansion that one time. You know, thank you for saving my mom's life, man. I like to add on to that shit. Like, bro, remember that one time when my car got repoed and you came through, helped the nigga out, man. You paid my bills. Good looking on that, bro. And just leave a comment. I like to
be wingmaning on the internet. That's funny.
That's too much.
but it's the best, bro. Do y'all be on Twitter?
Funny though.
I ain't on Twitter.
You gotta be on Twitter.
As hell.
It
You
do be
just going
random.
through it and be like, yo, bro, thanks for letting me stay at your crib, dog.
Thank you for letting
The
me.
10-bedroom,
The 10 bathroom.
They be saying some unrealistic shit. They be taking that shit to the highest level. It's like, damn, it could be
Niggas
regular.
be on there like, thanks for curing my mom's cancer, bro.
Yeah.
My mom had breast cancer and you fronted the bread. It was like $50,000, bro.
Hey, bro,
I appreciate that.
thanks for letting me get your kidney. Like, what? It couldn't be regular. Like, bro, thanks for giving me a ride to work last night. Like,
That
just
one-
something basic like that.
That one,
Thanks for giving me.
that's my favorite thread. And when celebrities get exposed for shit. Do you remember when that trainee came out and said that she used to fuck with Dwight Howard?
Oh yeah, I
I don't
remember that.
remember. I didn't see that. I never knew where that came from.
So
What happened?
this is why y'all need to be on Twitter. Ended up coming out she was lying. The reason why I always tell people to go on Twitter is because the shit hit Twitter first. Like anything you see on the news, Facebook, that shit been on Twitter. And if you catch it at the right moment,
That's where a lot of these news places get their
that's
news
where a
from.
lot of people,
Twitter.
but like I follow Donald Trump, I follow a lot of celebrities because that's where you'll get all, like you'll be like live in the comments, bro. They was flaming Dwight Howard, like, bro. I was on my phone from 2:00 in the morning to 7:00 in the morning, dying laughing. Bro, they just was out of pocket, bro. Just making memes and all types of shit, man. I like when they do those self-conscious woke memes too. Like I be joining in those ones,
with
like the ones with
yeah.
bro. Like they got this thread where like somebody would say like try to say like some woke shit, and then they'll have like these.
Oh shit, that's Dr. Johnson and shit.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Umar Johnson.
And then like making memes like this. So I just be copying them all. And then like they do
Oh,
shit
yeah.
like this.
You got a bunch of them motherfuckers.
Dog.
You got all the hats.
Bro, them things funny as a bitch, bro. I was showing him like the little woke conscious memes.
Oh, you got them all.
Yeah, I be saving them, bro. Bro, did you see the one where it was wait, hold on. This is my favorite one. Where's it at? Where's it at?
Them shit's good, ain't they?
Like shit like this.
What-
Like this. But this the favorite one right here, bro. Hold on, where's it at? And Future be on there, bro. Future funny's a bitch on there.
Yeah, Future
But
got
this
some
is-
funny ass memes. We was dinosaurs.
Yeah, I seen that one.
But like that's why I fuck with Twitter, because it be like Twitter do be like when people say Twitter be like that shit do be like a social interacting website. Like it's different than Facebook. Like Facebook is more like geared towards just your friends, but like you don't know what the fuck you gonna get. Like that shit is literally like a universe of whatever the fuck you gonna see. Like it's gonna be on there. Like,
Yeah. I just don't got time for all that shit now.
yeah. I wish I didn't have time for it. I'll be looking at that shit when I be at work.
That's when I'll be looking at it. I'll be on break at work, just going through it. Y'all niggas, you and Azim been wilding on there.
Yo, Azim's good at that. Cause Azim the type of nigga that post something and get like 100K retweets
Mm-hmm.
or some shit like that. Like he good at doing the social media shit. But he be cracking me up because we'll do some shit where it's called You Hate to See It. Like like we did an episode on the podcast where he was talking he was like, remember the white girl that snapped on LeBron? And I was like, so we would like debate that. And then I was like, oh, so niggas out here defending white women on social media. Like, oh, you hate to see it. Like, you hate to see us out here. So, like, we be just poking fun at each other and shit like that. But that's what I like about me and Azim, is because we the same, but we different. Like, we like to go back and forth, and we like to be devil's advocate and shit like that. But we do it in a right way to where it's not forced or it's not extra. But because a lot of times we be on the same shit, like in terms of mental, like the shit, our beliefs or like what we view things as. But it'd be like certain shit where we have different opinions, and like the shit where I don't know if you seen it. He posted the girl got her boyfriend a property for his birthday.
Yeah. I seen that. Yeah,
Everybody like, oh, he's stupid. But why? Like, bitch, why are you giving me a rental property? Like, I don't have a business plan. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna put in that motherfucker. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like,
That's
and
some shit you gotta
some
set up for.
Right.
I don't want that as a gift. I want to get that myself because at least I have my plan. Everybody like, oh, he an idiot. Like, niggas dumb.
Yeah.
But it's like,
But you know what I said to it, because I seen it, and I said, I don't feel like he was saying it like I wanted a Rolex, or I feel like I took it as he was saying like, this is what I asked for, but you took it to this.
Yeah.
Like, and got me some shit, some next level shit. That's how I interpreted it. But maybe I
to
don't
me,
know.
it looked like he wanted a Rolex, which is not a problem because it's like, fam, why do we have to be happy that someone gave us a gift? Especially some shit I don't want or I ain't gonna need. Like, let's say I'm an anime fan. Yeah. You give me a fucking baseball tickets. You should have just gave me some anime.
Hey, all you have to do is go get Hunter x Hunter on DVD.
Bro, that's my favorite anime.
I would have been okay.
You getting free dick all year. You know, you give me tickets to a...
Save the money on the baseball tickets.
Yeah,
and
I
got
don't
me
watch
action figure
baseball.
of the anime that I like.
That's what I'm saying. And they be like, it's the thought that count where you wasn't thinking. Like, I don't give you points for the thought. In that case, men should get away with so much shit in relationships. Because it was just the thought that counted, you know?
Right.
But it's like, you got to put in effort. But people just be...
You know, I'll be listening to, Kev on Stage. Once he got a podcast with his wife.
Oh, okay.
Called Love Hour. And they was on there talking about how people give gifts really out of their own ego.
To benefit themselves.
Like,
Or-
not even to make themselves feel good that they
yeah.
gave you a gift.
Right.
Like a narcissist.
It wasn't really about getting you a gift. It was about like, okay, I got you this extraordinary gift. So then that could go to the
I
thing
had a
where
friend like that.
That's where it can go to that thing where she got you a property. It was like, okay, I wanted a Rolex or whatever, and she was like, no, I can do better than that. But that's her saying to herself, like, no, I can do better. And it's like, no, it ain't about you. It's about me.
Yeah. That's why, like, when you ask for a certain gift and motherfucker gives you something above and beyond, you be like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
Though. They're like, but it's better. Like, but this is what I
don't.
wanted.
Yeah, I don't care if it's
Yeah,
better.
like, this
That
is
ain't
like,
what I
like,
wanted.
I needed this because it does this.
Yeah.
That don't do this no more.
And I never thought about that. Like, what made you think that I thought about that? And I think that when people do that, they don't really, like, that's the type of shit that will, like, honestly, that's the type of shit that I look for in a relationship. Like, if we gonna have a relationship, whether it's a friendship, relationship, physical, whatever, you know, if you know me, you know me. Just like most gifts I give to my friends, I know what to give my friend because I listen to them.
Right.
I know what they like. I'm not just giving them some shit. Like, I had a roommate one time. Nigga got a dog because I was talking about I wanted a dog. But I was like, nah, I don't want a dog. But the nigga just got a dog because he was just like, here. And it's like, bro, I might want a dog, but
That don't mean I want it now.
that don't mean I want it now. You should be appreciative.
No,
like, nigga, now you got to deal with it just like me. And it was like,
We ain't playing this shit out. Nigga.
yeah,
Like, what you mean?
you gotta plan. But that's the thing. People don't be planning shit out. They, like you said, they go above and beyond. And bro, it's ego, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
Our
go above
egos-
and beyond out of their ego. It's like, I can do better for you.
Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, but not at this part. Like you I feel like you shouldn't have to, like, your value for someone. You don't have to, like, you shouldn't, like, you should, like, if you know your value over someone, just stick with that value. Don't try to go above and beyond for some shit you don't know about, because you gonna shoot yourself in the foot. And then think about it this way: she get this man this business, and then they break up. She got this man the business.
Yeah, like I should be a part of it. I'm
Oh,
part
now-
of
yeah.
it.
You
Now
know?
y'all in court.
And then people's on there
Or
like,
then
oh,
if he bankrupt the shit, or the property going to foreclosure, it's like, because he wasn't handling it right.
And she put it in
I
her
was
name.
like, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, you know. And some people's on there like, oh, ain't no ring on the finger, so she was stupid. I think it's actually better to not be married and get the business, because if y'all fuck around and get divorced and the business stink, even if y'all not together,
Y'all still got
y'all
to do the
still
business.
got to do the
together.
business. And if it fails, your name is still on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. To me, I don't be want to sound like that guy, man. But I feel like a lot of people, they really just take it. They they think they smarter than what they really are, or they take something and they see it and they just give up. They just come with a decision with it. It's like everybody was on there like, oh, that white girl was trying to steal a shine for the renegade girl, and like I could look like an asshole defending her for that, but I wasn't trying to defend her. I was just trying to say, I've been on TikTok. I've seen literally thousands of TikToks where they've added this girl, where they made fun of her, or they put her with that song.
The white girl.
The white girl. Like, literally, oh, look, I'm trying to be like her. Look at this goofball. Just clowning her or praising her for doing the dance. Like, literally just, it's like a 15-year-old girl. Then what happened was she started getting in her bag with the dance. Yeah. People started giving her money. Because Azim called me with that, too. He was like, bro, how she messed up. She should have gave her the dance. I was like, bro, when you work people out, do you pay the person who taught you to work out for it? Do you, like, everybody not gonna get credit for what they get for, and people not gonna deny a bag or take away an opportunity that people want to give to them. Does it suck that the black girl didn't get the shine first? Yeah, but that's a time thing. That's not a, you never know what could happen. Instead of sitting there always trying to blame somebody for something, why not realize that shit happened in time? There's nothing that people always don't get credit for the stuff that they do, whether it's music, whether it's whatever. Like, it's always gonna be someone that might get your credit. Is it unfortunate? Yeah, but sometimes it don't be stolen credit. It be shit that they did and then y'all decided to make popular. And then what? Was she supposed to not make money off the dance because she didn't create the shit? I mean,
I think she should bring her own though. Like, just for the fact it's like.
But when do you do that though? Or how do you know that's not gonna happen? Because we think the shit we see on social media is real time shit. Like, we think when we see something, it happened that day. That
and
shit
what's funny is everybody was blowing it up that weekend. Yeah. And the very next day she was at the All-Star
on there.
game.
Now, that's what I'm saying. Like, now, and that's put in that case. Y'all could have been like, because they was on there like, oh, white people always stealing shit. Oh, here that white people stealing another dance. The way I was looking at it, it wasn't even that she was stealing the dance. This white girl was doing the same fucking dance for like 3 or 6 months before the All-Star game. Like, that's all you see her. That's what she popular for. She got verified on TikTok for that shit. So if you see the same person do it enough, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and it wasn't like she was the only one doing it. It was people mocking her doing it. People like, oh, look, I should get famous to do it if she could do it. Not once did anybody say, oh, this that black girl dance. They waited until she got on the All-Star game to bring that shit up.
Because it'll be fake hurt. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Hurt.
You know what I do like about it, though? And it made me think about something else, too. But I like, as far as I know, she didn't make a big deal out of it.
Nah. Because she probably knew, like, this my shit.
Right.
And the girl who created the dance is a dancer.
Right.
So it wasn't like, this is some shit she made in her house, and that was it. Right. This was probably something that worked for her. And then somebody ran with it, and now, like I said, it sucks.
It's gonna come back.
It's gonna come back for her. And she was just on the Ellen show doing that shit. So
you got it all on social media.
Are y'all still mad, or like, what are we at now? Because I don't see no one praising her. I might see a couple of tweets of people saying,
and
like,
it even make me think about the Roddy Ricch shit when he was battling Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez for number one. And how he handled that, he was like, "Go stream that shit." It's like. Like, if I don't go number one, okay, I'm number two. I still got paper. I still got paid for this shit.
But that's what people don't realize. When you own your shit, trophies don't matter, especially in that type of field. Like with music, like Oscars and Grammys and shit like that. When you own,
but I think sometimes they get like incentives.
It's an incentive.
I mean, and Billboard this week.
Oh, of course,
all that shit.
Like through your label though.
Yeah, that's
but if
what
you
I'm
own
saying.
your shit, that shouldn't matter. Because even if you getting the incentive through your label, it probably is not as much as you would get if you owned your masters or owned the rights to your stuff.
Right.
Perception is reality, man.
Just getting that nod. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. Justin Bieber just did a whole album. It could be number one, but I guarantee you, he not making more money off his album. And I'm gonna use this person as an example so people don't think I'm a hater. Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper makes his own music. He don't sit there and go to a label to make his music. Russ makes his own music. You see all these artists who make their own music, and most of the people who make their own music, the perfect example of someone in the industry who did it their own way was Prince. Prince made his own music. He made his own merch. He paid his own instruments. He did his own everything. He wouldn't even do music with you if you didn't own your shit. the nigga was a multimillionaire. You know, Michael even got into that realm of owning his own shit. And when you own your own shit, you're not gonna get appreciated because most of the time those awards
shit.
Huh?
He owned more than his own shit. He owned the Beatles.
That's what I'm saying. Because you gotta think like
Who did?
Michael
Jackson.
He owned half of Sony.
I know that. I heard about that though.
Yeah, he owned
Heard
half
about
of
that.
Sony.
With
yeah.
that's part of that Beatles
Mhm.
thing.
That's part of that Beatles thing. But see, people think like you only the best and the richest when you get these awards. But it's like, yo, most of these people who got Grammys, they don't own their shit. The labels own it, and the labels create shit like the Grammys and awards. So
To make you
and make the perception of it seem like it's worth it. Because
right.
I put this on Facebook the other day. Name your favorite song that won a Grammy.
Fam, I can't name nobody that won a Grammy.
I know a few people.
Nobody.
The last people I paid attention who won a Grammy was I take that back. Not a Grammy. They won an Oscar. Was 3 6 Mafia for Hustle and Flow.
And that was a long ass time ago.
That's the last.
I remember that too.
It was like, damn,
Only time.
these niggas won a fucking Oscar, bro.
Yeah, because they had that TV show right after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
That's
they
the
went
type-
to
I
Hollywood.
forgot about
Because
that.
they was the first to win whatever
But-
they won.
Yeah,
right?
no,
Or
they
black,
was
I
the
mean.
first black people to win that type of award.
Yeah.
But that's the good thing about those award shows is that you can put that on your resume. Like I did a movie, and y'all might never see the movie, but I got an IDMB credit for it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I can use that credit whenever I want to. And even if you didn't even see the movie, you would be like, this guy got a credit
Right.
for being in a film that's on here. So it's like, that's how that shit work. But if you want to talk about people's pockets and be on who's doing what, most of the time, the people who own their own shit, they don't get that recognition because they don't have the machine behind them. You know, you watch Lil Nas X. That nigga, I don't know
I
if
hope he own that shit.
he
Oh,
bought
man, I
that
hope he
beat,
do.
but that beat was a sample from 9 Inch Nails. So right now, Sony in a lawsuit with him. So I think he sold that song to Sony for a buttload of money because he's not dealing with the lawsuit of that song. Sony's because it's this website where you can buy people beats and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
I know
He
did
bought
that.
it for like $300 to make that song, but the song is and that shit like the melody of it comes from 9 Inch Nails, of one of their popular songs.
Wait, what song you talking about?
Old Town Road.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a 9 Inch Nails song. So now they in a lawsuit. Marvin Gaye is good at that. His estate.
Oh, man, they
nigga,
be
don't let your
body-
shit even be remotely sound like a Marvin Gaye song. They on your ass. That's what happened to Ed Sheeran. That's what happened to fucking Robin Thicke.
Oh, yeah, I know when they was playing them, I'm like, come on,
But that shit
bro.
sound
Y'all
just like it,
reaching.
though,
Like,
yeah.
come on.
Nah, but they say so. They broken.
But
music.
it's like the melody. It don't sound the same, but it's like the tempo
But
type
when you
thing.
hear-
It's like, come on.
But all right, what's that Ed Sheeran song? Honey, like that shit sound
Shape
like
It.
let's
Is it
get
Shape
it
It?
on. Let's get it on. So imagine they broke music down to a science to that melody will make you think of Marvin Gaye. That song, you have to pay for that song in some way or form if you want to put it in a movie or whatever. So imagine you create Let's Get It On. Some kid takes your song with that cadence. Let's get it on.
That's
and they
what I'm
make
saying. It's a
millions and
cadence.
millions of dollars off of it. I'm not saying it's right, but that's how they've broken music down in terms of how they script it. Like they do melody, sound, patterns, and shit like that. Because even some shit sound remotely close to something. It could. They say like I forgot the term. It's like a trigger. Like
Fucking Suits.
it's like a trigger type of sound. Like when you hear this song, it might not sound like Marvin Gaye, but in your mind, it takes you there, and it's like, all right, I gotta have this. So they feel like they should get paid for that.
Fucking Suits.
That's
That's,
crazy,
what
though.
that is.
No,
right
that's
there.
exactly what it
Because
is.
That's the fucking
that
Suits.
blurred lines, that I like that song smooth, but it don't.
It didn't
When
make
I
me.
hear it,
That's
it
what
did-
I'm saying. I
Wait,
don't.
it didn't
feel
make you think that until you heard the song. But then when you heard the two together, you was like, what
No,
the
when
fuck?
I heard the two together, I was like, oh, I can see, but it's like not
Right.
really.
Fucking Suits, man.
It's crazy.
But
It
when
was
you,
like make me think. Did y'all see? They got that AI that can make beats, and they did the Travis Scott
I heard that
beat.
that shit sound like Travis Scott too.
It did, but it didn't.
It sounded
It was like a low level Travis
Well,
Scott.
I'm not a big Travis Scott fan because he reminds me of Kanye West with nothing but auto-tune.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to me. He reminds me
I mean, I think
of a
Kanye-
person who's creative Don't
Let
get
it
me
be
wrong.
said that they'll say that Kanye took from him.
He remind me of Kanye's wild, like Wild Side. That's what it
But
reminds
that's
me
what
of.
I'm saying. He reminds me too much of Kanye for me to be like, oh, I fuck with Travis. And that's nothing against him. That's more of me being like, this is cool, but you know, if I want to listen to something that, I can go here for it.
Right.
But
I can see why you would say that because he would fall. I feel like he would fall under the umbrella of like
Yeah.
Kanye, of like artists that remind you of him.
he's a talented guy. Don't get me wrong, and
Yeah.
I won't take that away from him. But he just, you know how you got an artist like Pop Smoke, reminded me of 50. But because I haven't heard 50 in so long,
I never listened to Pop Smoke.
like if you listen to Pop Smoke, he got like a 50 cadence to him.
Yeah.
But it's like a reggae tone.
But it's like it's like a rough reggae type of shit. So when you listen to him, you can hear like the one of the clip, woo. Like he got that aggressiveness.
Yeah, okay.
And 50 one of my favorite artists. Now if 50 was consistently making music, I probably would have been like, I don't fuck with dude because I'm getting that sound from 50.
Right.
But if it's an artist that I don't hear from that much, I gravitate to it. But there's so much Kanye that I listen to that when I hear Travis Scott, it's kind of like every time I hear it, it's like him and Kanye could have did this, and Kanye could have stole this stuff from. Like,
I mean, that's
don't
what
know.
they
I don't
say.
say.
I don't know.
They say he stole it because Travis Scott had this mixtape called Owl Pharaoh. And that's
Yeah,
when he
I know
like
that
really
one,
sounded like
yeah.
Kanye. That's when he like had like the whole 808s going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But people say that. How long was that? Because 808s.
That was a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Al Farrell, yeah, I
That
got
was a
that
minute
shit.
ago.
But yeah, I never thought about that though. I didn't know if Pop Smoke do sound like 50.
Yeah. He got that sound.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
either.
I didn't
but
think about that.
he's different enough to where unless you like kind of catch it. Because I'm a 50. I'm a Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm a Curtis fan.
And then if you think about
I
it,
like all
like-
his shit. Before I self-destruct, like I'm on all that shit.
And then if you think about how long ago that shit was, and you got these new kids coming up, it's like they don't really know too
And
much
you always
about 50.
influenced by somebody, so you're gonna always end up sounding like somebody in a sense, you know. But
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in
Never
peace,
listened
Pop.
to him, but that shit.
no,
still-
you know what, man? I hate when young people die. I hate to see it, but that energy, like I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all
Al
believe in
Farrell was
energy and shit like that.
2013.
Yeah, that was
If
a
y'all
long ass
into
time
that,
ago.
Like the law of attraction and energy. I feel like if you making aggressive gangster shit, that shit gonna follow you regardless. If you listen to his music, all he do is talk about is shoot niggas, robbing niggas, run up on niggas.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about that shit enough, eventually somebody gonna do one of the three.
You know, you listen to Joe Budden podcast,
Yeah.
right? Joe, the last few weeks been saying this saying that I like. He said, "You take you with you everywhere you go."
Of course, no doubt,
So
no
it's like,
fucking doubt, bro.
as bad as you could want to get away from something, you can move, but you got to change yourself.
And we competitive, testosterone-driven creatures as men. So it's like you see it. If that's how you approaching life, that's what you attracting.
You know what's funny about that? Did you see Azim? He put, I guess the dude that claimed he put out
I
his
seen-
address.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how true that is, but anyway, when Azim put it, he was like, people mad at the things that the government and all rappers do, and I didn't understand. I was like, "What you talking about?" He was like, rappers and the government always talk about B&Es. And that was so funny to me because I was like, the government does B&Es? He was like, yeah, they go in and to other countries and do B&Es. I was
Oh,
like,
fuck
I
yeah.
never would have said the U.S. does
The U.S. government
B&Es.
is the most grimiest of people, bro. Like the U.S. government, they took tactics from the Black Panthers, from the mob. Like, you know why you pay loans now? It's because of the mob. Like governments, like banks and them seen that shit and was like, oh, like these niggas was paying money and you had to pay them back more than what you was paying. The difference is, racketeering. The difference is we can't fuck you up. We can fuck your credit up though. The mob was
That was
like,
the whole point of the banks, though. I thought the banks started that.
the banks, they used to do
I thought
loans,
that's how
but
they-
they
No,
know.
the banks held your money, but if you needed to get more money, you had to go to the mob.
You had to go.
'Cause I
get
thought
like
that's
a loan.
how currency really came about. It was like, I'm gonna lend you
But and
money
if they
to-
did lend money,
to go to war.
No, our money
That's
is
how all these
our
banks-
money isn't backed by anything. We have dollar, like our dollar could fall and we would be broke. Like we really couldn't do shit.
Most of our shit is we gonna give you this. No, most of the shit is
Most of our shit is on credit.
on credit. In the terms of credit, like, look, you gonna fuck with us, but this is what we offer
With China.
you. Yeah,
Right.
No, America with the bank.
You
with the
mean
bank
like
itself.
us as people?
Yeah,
like,
no,
the
our country.
Like the
world,
United States government
yeah.
is pretty much partners with the banks.
Yeah, the world banks and
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
When we go like to war or something like that, our democracy is putting up a world bank. That's what our democracy is, putting up a world bank somewhere.
Right. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
that's why
like,
we're in debt, because the money that they use, because so you can buy weapons from anybody. Like the U.S. government, they buy weapons from third parties all the time.
Right.
The money that they use is money that they loan from the banks to pay people, and then the banks kind of they're supposed to pay them back, but in terms of it's like we're the government, like y'all niggas need us, so just kind of chill out. Y'all gonna get y'all shit from other people,
Right.
but we gonna kind of in that nature.
Oh God.
I could be a little bit off, but it kind of simple fact is kind of like in that term. But like in terms of like owning China and shit like that,
nah.
in debt in terms of we might have used them for something, but we can't be in debt with China.
But I
We let
thought
them-
China bought our debt, like a portion of it. At one point.
I don't even know who the fuck we in debt to, so I don't even care.
bro. That shit is like you said, money is fugazi, bro.
Yeah, it's fugazi.
That shit
It's
is fugazi
fake.
as a bitch. One day they can be like, oh, this shit ain't worth shit.
Yeah.
In order to pay for shit, you gotta fuck people, and then next
Yeah.
you know everybody gonna be fucking for shit.
They could literally be like, they could literally be like, no more cash. You got to swipe your debit card from now on.
Yep.
You like, what the fuck?
I mean, really, currency ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's why
It's
it's
all
backed by
digital
nothing.
now.
Yeah.
No more cash. Gotta swipe that ass.
You be picky on what you buy then.
So that's why
Right.
that was the smartest
I
person.
don't even need
Whoever came up with the concept of currency was the smartest motherfucker ever. Like before that, you was just
Trade.
you had to have
Trade.
skills.
You had to barter.
You had to have skills
That shit
in
was
order
smart.
to trade. Yeah,
Having to have skills,
Yeah,
that
that
was
shit was
better. I
smart.
think the nigga that came up with currency was fucking lazy.
yeah, but
No, it was more.
it
of a,
was lazy, but it was smart. It was like
more
I don't
of a-
have no skills, so let me
It was more of
let me make some shit up.
I'm gonna give you this paper.
Yeah, I'm
Of
gonna
a
give you this
control-
paper that I printed out on this special little metal with this special little watermark and this special ink.
It was a tactic used to control other countries. So they would be like, "Yo, y'all need our help. Here, we'll give y'all this, but then y'all have to owe us. Y'all need to help build y'all economy. We can help y'all get shit. We create this. Y'all use this to do it, but then y'all owe us this. And if y'all can't pay us back this, then y'all have to give us something." So that's how a lot of countries end up being taken over. Like for example, China owned a lot of Africa because of that shit. A lot of India, because India took out loans so they can build like cities and shit like that and like skyscrapers that they don't even fucking use, and now they can't pay them back because they wasn't getting a return. So China was like, all right, cool, y'all don't gotta pay us back, just give us the rights to this shit. That's the struggle that they going through right now, is ownership. Like that's why.
Good thing they didn't come to the U.S. for that shit.
Yeah.
That shit was young.
But all that shit, man, I wouldn't want to owe a country nothing. The U.S. government is the most grimiest motherfucker ever. Everybody wants to, like, the reason why there is a cartel is because of them motherfuckers. Like, them motherfuckers go over and start wars, and they
That's the
push their
reason why it's
religion in
anything.
people. And
So
they do
that's
all
the
that
reason
shit.
why it was Al Qaeda, and that's the reason why it's ISIS.
Oh, they did
That's
that for
the
the
reason
oil.
why
Dick Cheney started all that shit.
Any of them little groups over there that they be talking about is because of
You ever seen
Yes.
that movie Vice?
no.
Talk about like Dick Cheney life. So Dick Cheney, they wanted Dick Cheney to go for president. He was like, I don't want to be president. That's a puppet job. Like, if I want to have a job, I want to be able to control shit. And I was like, no, well, you can't. And he was like, well, look, I'll be the vice president. If you let me be the vice president and just give me control of everything, I'll be good. And it's kind of like, well, we kind of want to do that, but it's like we kind of need someone who's going to make us a lot of money, because Dick Cheney was really good at making money.
Right.
He's a good businessman, whatever. So they got Bush, and he pretty much ran the country for 8 years. So they was like, damn, how can we make some money? Let's start a war. It's the best way to make some money. It's to start a war. So he go to these,
But
he
they make
go
it
to those
seem like
countries.
it's not.
Huh?
They make it seem like it's not.
Of
though.
course, because
Of course.
you perception is reality in that one. It's kind of like, what's that phrase called? it's kind of like where one of those smoke and mirrors type of things.
Right.
It's kind of like we'll create, like Osama bin Laden was a terrorist. It gives you an excuse to get money to
do
start a
some
war.
shit.
Yeah.
But that, when in reality, that's not what you want to
Yeah.
do.
And
You want the
a
money
lot
for
of
something else.
a lot of people will tell you they went over there and did nothing. Like, they just went over there and hung out, probably shot some kids.
They,
Got some radical
they
shit.
literally went over there and sat in the barracks.
that casuals?
No, but that's
Probably shot some
but
kids.
that's, I mean, in terms of like going over there, like it's when you try to take something from somebody, because they still was over there trying to take shit from them. You know, when you poor, who you get to fight for you? Kids, like people too old and sick to, so you get kids. Shit, that was our problem. They was drafting our kids at one point for World War One. That's why they stopped doing draft, because they would draft the young people to fight the wars, but over there they don't. They certain parts
They don't care.
they don't care. They give everybody a gun. And tell them, if you see the motherfucking Americans, pop they ass. So a lot of times they was killing just like poor people and kids and shit like that. Not all the time. I don't want to say all the time, but some instances. But nah, it's a good movie, Vice. It kind of show you like how Dick Cheney ran the country for 8 years. It kind of caused like 9/11 and created all these terrorist groups. And how Pelosi
I always thought they said it was Bush from his dad.
because he's the president. Bro.
From
It's
no,
easy
from
to-
his dad though.
It's so
It was
easy to blame the
unfinished
president.
business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his dad had a little bit. That's American history, bro. Even when you go to Reagan and all these motherfuckers, America, their government, our government is known for doing shiesty shit to make this country better. Like America is the type of motherfucker that will shoot. America will sacrifice their own child for the betterment of everybody else if it meant the betterment of everybody else, and then just sweep that shit under the
It
rug.
don't even be the betterment of everybody else.
For
It's
themselves.
The betterment of a certain group of people.
But they'll tell you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "This is for us."
Yeah, they'll say it's for us, but
that's
it's
the
for
shit
them.
that
It's for
was
them.
on,
It's for us, but a certain percentage
Yeah,
of us.
certain
That was on
percentage.
Homeland. Y'all ever watch Homeland?
Mm-mm.
That shit is wild. It come on Showtime. I think it's about to end. Actually.
heard about it,
It's on
though.
the last season.
Thought you talking about Power. That's the only thing I ever seen on.
George Bush don't like black people.
Ugly ass.
No, that shit was wild. Though. I was watching that
Shut up.
shit. I had to stop watching.
Hey, yo, Mike Myers looks so uncomfortable.
All my life.
The fuck is he
That was
talking about?
That was classic.
The same nigga who was hanging out with Trump. But Kanye West been the same nigga forever.
Forever.
So I think like everybody want to say like, oh, this nigga changed. He's been that same random thinking, very opinionated, don't have researching. He just want to say shit because y'all disagree with it. And
He's
then
gonna
just
go
go
against
with
the
it.
grain no matter what.
I'm not even.
He just
I'm
wanna
not
be-
like.
he
I'm
just
not
wanna
mad
make-
at liking Trump.
He just want to make a splash.
Fam,
That's
Right.
it.
The
That's
funny
why he
thing
walked
is,
up on stage
most
with
black people
Taylor
should
Swift.
like Trump. Like, if we really break it down, Trump, in terms of how he do business, like, black people love to do business like him. Black people love to sit there and get away with fucking over the banks. Getting away with, like, in a term
Talking
of
shit like
talking
you
shit,
can.
like being
Not
able to
paying
talk shit, not
taxes.
paying taxes and shit like that, bro. Like, a lot of people would think, like, it's just like, it's coming from this radical ass person. And if you look at Trump been the same motherfucking person since the 90s, since the 80s, you know? So, y'all, now everybody mad because he and the nigga smart. He used Twitter to become president.
It wasn't to this presidential shit that motherfuckers didn't like.
Yeah, like the only thing that's like wrong though is just like you gotta pick Democrat or Republican. That's the only thing that like fucks people up to me. I think 'cause, like I think if you could like
That's what people
vote,
think though. It's
Yeah, I think
more
like
than
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying
yeah.
though. I think if like people could just like vote without having that party in their mindset, it would have been a completely different like.
But there are more than that. Even
There
if
should
it's
be-
Democrat and Republican, if you go and you actually look at the ballot,
Yeah, but
it's gonna
what's
be
the
at
main
least three
two?
other names.
But what's
on
the
there.
ones that you talk about the most though?
You talking like the Green Party or the? But see, what happens is, you right, but then eventually, they have to have a bid to run for presidency. So it's like, yeah, you can vote for somebody else, but it's gonna get to a point to where
Yeah.
either their finances ain't there or they're not sponsored enough to be put in a position to get that. So then they end up becoming a Democrat or a Republican. So it ends up, it's kind of like they're forced their hand. It's kind of like if you get pulled over by a cop, they say either you can do this or you can do this. And then if you choose the second option, something else worse gonna happen. So you gotta
Exactly.
choose the first option. So
That's why I wasn't even mad that Trump won because it was like fucking Hillary Clinton, bro. Are you for real?
she a grimy ass mother. She No, I ain't gonna talk about her bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like I ain't finna say nothing.
She is a lovely lady. I wish she would have
But it's
became the
like-
president of the United States.
But it's like fucking Hillary Clinton,
Yeah.
fam. Like, nah.
And he's an idiot. Like, he's an idiot. And again, the president don't do shit special. And like, the president don't have as much control as y'all think. Like,
It's the Senate. It's the
it's
House.
definitely the Senate. I mean, and I think that people just mad because we just came from Obama. And as much as people like Obama, Obama wasn't the best. Just like
Because he
Clinton
couldn't. He
wasn't.
he couldn't do what he wanted to do either, though.
And he was trigger happy too. He's one of them
Yeah.
niggas where he was okaying bombs and fucking drone attacks too. Like,
Yeah.
but see, again, you that's misleading because a president gonna go, we gonna bomb this country or we gonna do this. Someone comes with a fucking plan and so, yo, this is why we should do this and this is what makes sense and da 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 da, and then goes, oh, I got 5 million other things to worry about. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Here, just do the shit and
Yeah,
get
just
out my
do
way.
it.
So it's like,
Yeah. Leaving the country in somebody else's hands and shit like that.
to me, the president is like the king, or I mean, it's like the queen. Reminds me of like Queen Elizabeth or something like that, like a queen over there in like Great Britain. It's just a mascot of the country. The only difference is that instead of having a royal family, we just pick the president to be the face of our country, and people hate that he's
It's
the face
not
of our
a
country. I mean,
Passed down type of thing.
Yeah,
It's a perception that
we tried to get away from
choose.
that because
Yeah.
imagine if we had that one, it'd never be a black person in office. It'd be the same goofy ass fucking family, and who probably would have got away with that shit was probably Reagan.
Oh, nah. America would have been fucked. It would have been a revolution years ago if that
You
would
think
have
so?
happened. Hell yeah.
Shit, I think it'd have been
Hell
like some
yeah.
Hitler shit. We wouldn't even got there. They just would have been killing motherfuckers.
Like, if it would have been like the wrong type of person, hell yeah, it would have been a revolution.
but I think that if
would've
it was
been
like
either-
that, we would
either
never had
or.
that opportunity
Yeah.
to be that wrong. Because Great Britain, everyone don't like the Queen over there. Like they don't, everyone's not happy about the Queen. It's just something that's embedded in them as a people.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to deal with that shit. Just like how people say shit like, he might be a president, I might not like him, but he's still my president. It's like, no, if I don't like you or respect you, I'm not gonna like or respect you just because you have a title. Like that nigga go, he gonna do this next 8. I mean, he gonna do this next 4.
I'm thinking
Think
that
so?
too.
We gonna move to the next one. Cause who's more appealing? To
Have
him?
you ever seen like some of the highlights from the Democratic debate? Niggas
don't
like
know
watching
this.
a BET show, damn
I
near.
just been hearing a lot of motherfuckers been dropping out.
My thing's a BET show. Which one? Sisters?
I don't know. It's like watching a fucking reality show though. They just
Low
be
budget ass shit.
they ribbing each other and shit. Like, can y'all talk about something important?
That's
Like,
a roast.
Yeah.
One time. You got 5 minutes to tell me why you want to be president.
And you
It ain't even 5 minutes,
but
is it?
you spend that time
It's like
roasting
90
each other,
seconds,
though.
ain't it?
If I go and I'm not making an excuse, what you gonna spend your 5 minutes doing? Yo, I should be president because I can do this, where half the people disagree. Or you can be like, yo, remember when that guy hated black people?
It ain't even
Yeah, I
5
remember,
minutes though,
yeah.
is it? Ain't it like 2?
Yeah, they man, the
And then
whole
they might
system,
give you a 30-second buffer.
but right.
See?
You know,
Remember when he said he was gonna do this and that? That was cap.
Cause you right. Cause most of them right.
I just one of them said that shit.
This is
It
cap.
was cap. It was cap, Jack.
Cause everybody was bragging about how Elizabeth Warren just talked about Bloomberg and how he had NDAs for
Yeah.
sexual assault. It's like,
Uh-huh.
bitch, we all knew that. What are you gonna do for us?
Right.
It's like, what you
Coming
gonna
from the
do?
woman who lied to
They
the
all
Indians to
got
get a
some.
scholarship.
Biden been doing all type of shit.
Biden looking tough. He looked like that white man that is all coming down.
No, he out of it.
Yeah,
He ain't
he still
even-
might win it.
He ain't
though.
even all there up
Because
here.
there's a lot of ignorant people who still don't pay attention and still go vote. That's why when people be like, I don't vote. And I don't vote because I'm against voting. I just haven't found nobody to vote for. And I'm not a vote for the lesser evil because that's how we got Trump. Because that was the
Yeah.
whole Hillary thing. Let's vote for the lesser evil. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, technically y'all did because Hillary is way more evil than Trump. Trump might steal from the local business person, but Hillary Clinton signed a piece of paper and your ass
Yeah, you done.
who are you? But
I don't know. That Bloomberg, he got that money.
Dog is literally buying people.
how you gotta do it?
That's how he got into this debate. They
This
said
nigga's literally buying.
he wasn't
like,
in no debates until this last one.
But it's funny how, when it comes to that, our morals come into place. But if you
Yeah.
think about it, buying something is the easiest way to access it. Like imagine if you had to, if you had to use that type of tactic to get a car or to get a house. You know, he had to ask. You're gonna be asking forever. Fuck that. Break that bread off. You got my boat. Give me 10 G's. Yeah, I like this guy. He's a good guy. You know, it don't fucking matter to me, but
I ain't worth it for me.
But that's where it comes down to. Where do you like? Where's your moral ground at? Like, where do you? Because I'm with you. I agree with you. Like, if I don't like you or your principles, like, you can't buy me. Because I don't. Because that's just like a short. That's kind of like, would you rather get $100,000 now or wait for more money in 5 years,
right.
10 years? You know, it's kind of like one of those things. But a lot of people don't think that way. That's how R. Kelly was able to get away with what he got away with, because he was, let me have your daughter. You go $500,000.
It'll be how your daughter.
You know,
How did you make that court?
Right.
Damn. What do you mean? Is that not like?
That is.
I don't know. Is that how it works?
But I mean, shit. He was able to do it for so long. How else? All right. The only reason I think he just paid for everything. That nigga broke now. This shit been going on for 20 fucking years. When he was making all those fucking hits for Sony and RC, it was all cool.
Well, he broke now because he don't own none of his shit.
But again, when you got to think, look how much work he was putting in to make money for them. When you making someone money, they gonna cut you off. It's kind of like all right, say we work under you. We producing content for you. You paying us, but you're not paying us our worth. When we stop doing what you need us to do, you ain't gonna give us shit. Then eventually that shit gonna trickle down and trickle down and trickle down. So he probably was paying motherfuckers. They was taking that shit because it was life-changing money. They stopped getting paid. Now it's time to talk. I'm not saying all of them, because it has been people that's been coming out since day one. It's been people that's been doing that. Then they went to trial for it, and we laughed at it. I remember motherfuckers buying a sex tape and shit like that. So it's been, but this was where he was, I can believe, you know how much I believe I can fly probably made them motherfuckers? Yeah. They probably still getting paid off that shit. And we, like, people like to talk like they morals are good, but we like to be all about our money. Now, if you all about your money and a motherfucker come up to you with $150,000, he ain't doing this shit to you, or it's not affecting you completely. So you gonna take that money and shut the fuck up for that time being. You know, money walk, man. Money will shut you up. Money do everything.
Money talks.
You know, that's why. And this is gonna be another random correlation. That's why Tiger Woods shouldn't have been paying them bitches. You know, you also got to be smooth with it. You know, you pay people. Eventually, you're going to have to. You can't pay people forever. That's just like having a job. Yeah, what if your job came in like, look, man, I can't pay you no more. Like, shit, I can't be here no more. And I'm telling you, I ain't trying to pay you. Like, eventually, it's because something going to have to give. You got to pay to play. And you keep on paying. You keep on playing. But once your ass can't pay, you can't play no more. Yeah. You got to go to this. You know? Got to start talking to people your age.
I'll move out the way.
Yep.
Still though, that's like, I don't know. I couldn't be. It's like you said, I couldn't be that. I can't play the game until you not paying me to be in the game.
Yeah,
it's like, no, I want to play the game because I want to play.
Mm-hmm. Which is okay. You know, if you want to play, then you want to play. But people don't think like that. You gotta think too. When we talking money, like,
because then when everything come down, it's like, damn, now I'm on the wrong side.
And just think what you got paid
when you
do.
Can't pay me no more and everything start coming out. And now I'm looking bad.
And depending on what you paying to do. And I'm going to switch it to Tiger Woods just because it's not as dark or deep. He was paying these bitches to cheat on his wife. These bitches getting money. They bills getting paid. They able to do shit. They not saving that money. Bitches ain't starting a business with that money. She wasting all that shit to something else. And then now it's like, now it's not coming. Either I gotta threaten this nigga for more money or I gotta stop. And I probably should threaten him because I might get a little bit more if I threaten him.
And that's where shit like the Kevin Hart shit come in, though. Where bitches start.
That's why you make bitches sign NDAs.
Start extorting you and shit.
Yo, we still don't know what happened to that nigga. And I'm still in that from every other person I heard. This nigga
You
was
said that shit, didn't you?
This nigga was in a car accident. He was in the hospital.
Look,
Bro, this nigga was in the hospital, yo. Like, he went in the hospital like, yo, I'm fine, guys. It was like, yo, this nigga was nowhere to be found
I told you.
for a while.
I told
The
you.
next thing we see him, yo, I got my comedy shit coming out. I got my documentary coming out.
And they didn't talk about it.
And they didn't talk about it, bro. I don't
Talk about that car crash, bro.
That's one thing I don't like about Kevin Hart. And it's not anything personal. It's just like,
That perfect image shit.
why are you trying to be perfect, bro? You a comedian. You are one of the most flawed creators in this world. Like, as a fan of comedians, my favorite comedians are flawed human beings, and they express their flaws on stage. When you watch Kevin Hart special, he talked about cheating for 2 seconds, and the rest of them was masturbating while his kids was asleep, being able to buy a yacht, or it's like some random shit. It's like, nigga, no. Tell us why your ass was cheating in a car accident and got ran over. Give me 20 minutes of that. I'll be good. But this nigga, he like to be too perfect. And you always see with Kevin Hart, he say he can take a joke, but he only take it when it's a lame ass weak joke. But when somebody hit something home, like when them niggas was
Michael
counting for cheating,
Blackson was coming at him. Yeah.
oh man, you gotta be better than that, bro. We supposed to be homies, man. It's like, yo, that's what they do in that culture. They rag on each other. It's jokes, nigga. We don't give a fuck you cheating, but we do care that you trying to hide, because what else is you hiding? Like, who you being perfect for? White America? Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. As soon as you stop being short and funny,
It's that money. He hit that next level as far
but
as
but
money
like you said,
and
is it worth
exposure.
it? You gotta pay to play the game. Because you go fuck around and get one of them chicks pregnant.
He do be apologizing a lot.
Dog, nigga apologized for gay comments 6 years ago. Have you watched
More
the
than 6 years
Oxers?
ago.
Bro,
10 years
have you
ago.
watched the Oxers? The Oxers? I can't even say the fucking word. The Oxford. Oxford. The Oscars.
Oscar
all they
Myers.
do is
whatever
talk
the fuck
man. He apologized too much. And I still haven't seen this documentary, so I don't even know if it's funny or not. So I could be completely wrong.
It's not funny.
I figured.
When I was watching it, it was so serious that I couldn't even take it serious. Just because it, like, looking at, knowing him and how goofy he is all the time, I was watching it, I was like, this ain't real. Like, this is not real.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
can't
watching
watch
it
this
then.
and take this serious.
You watched it too?
No, I'm not watching it. If it
You
ain't
ain't
funny,
watched
I'm
it?
not watching it.
I don't fuck with Kevin Hart like that.
No, his first 2 specials were good.
Yeah, when it first came out, he was funny. And
His
he just started
first
getting
2
annoying.
specials were good. And
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Well,
that's
he-
why I don't like his movies. I feel like he the same character in all his movies.
But that's what makes him a good, because I'll say this. I don't like his stand-up because his material is never nothing. I'm a Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock fan, so you got to have something to talk about for me to even listen to.
Right.
His comedy is good for what he does.
Right.
Do the Jumanjis. Do these movies to where you a short, goofy nigga, because it's funny. It works for you. But if you and maybe because I've been in comedy, and I'm not saying like I've done comedy clubs, I've done like open mics, I traveled, done comedy. In that culture, it moved different. Like it's not like music, it's not like sports, it's not like anything else. It's kind of like we appreciate you for who you are.
Right.
So when you get to hide in who you are, then you come off as authentic. And with comedy, you have to be authentic for it to work out. And you come and you do jokes, again, laugh at my pain. What pain did we laugh at? You know, we laughed at Seriously Funny because he talked about his childhood. He talked about real shit that happened to him. You can sprinkle some little dick joke or some jacking off joke or some goofy shit here and there, but eventually you got to get to the core. Like, you watch Dave Chappelle, and the only reason I'm using Dave Chappelle because we talking about a man who takes himself as the greatest comedian. Like, Kevin Hart walk like he the greatest comedian. He ain't walking like he's just a comedian. He walking and acting like he the Richard Pryor of our generation. But it's like, although and Richard Pryor was a rich man, but Richard Pryor talked about everything. He talked about, you know, burning his car, shooting at his wife. He talked about shit that you don't like. If somebody just told you they shot at their wife, you looking at that nigga like he a fool.
Yeah, you used to walk in the
Going
arena.
in.
And he,
What the fuck you got on?
You ugly ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, Chris Rock, you know, his last special, you know, to change the quota, they should start shooting white kids. You look like people as when people
was
hate
in the
your
last one?
that was his
The Tangerine. What was it called?
Tambourine. Tambourine. He started off that special with a joke about how the cops.
Watch this one again.
If they-
I don't remember that part.
you ain't like the first joke he started off like, man, you know, they shooting black people to shut people up, to keep it calm. They shoot some white people. You know, he talks about shit like that, like police shooting and shit like that. Everybody's like, oh, that's racist. But it's like, it's fucked up. But he found a way, and I'm wording it wrong, so I'm not doing the joke no justice. But
You know what it is about Kevin Hart, though? He do more than stand-up comedy.
that's true.
Yeah.
But
Like,
then you
all
shouldn't
these
stand
other
up.
people that you name, pretty much, they bread and butter is stand-up comedy.
What? And
So he do these childhood movies, these anime movies.
And he do got this show on
Pets
YouTube that's
2
really
and
good.
yeah,
It's called
the
cold-
bath
yeah,
thing.
the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just pretty good.
And
yeah.
but and I was about to go to that too, because you're right.
he do the
more
Jumanji
stuff.
thing. Like that's family.
But comedy
friendly
takes
shit.
time, and you cheating the audience when you doing comedy when you don't have the time to do comedy, because you got to realize when you do a special, that shit don't happen like this. Like that shit go from open mics, traveling, doing shows, building material, years and years of material. You can't be that busy and then like, yo, that's another reason why.
I don't think it's busy though. But do you think he can? It's a balance thing. You think he can be family friendly and edgy?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. You got to pick.
I think I think you
So
can
pick one.
because he does it in his acting career. Some shit he don't be PG-13. A little bit of the shit we see now is because of the opportunities. But if you look back at it, he was doing 40-Year-Old Virgin. He was doing Will Packer movies. He was doing that R-rated material. But it's different when you have to do your own jokes. When you have to
But
sit
see,
up
in
there.
that he wasn't the main.
He was.
On
You gotta
40-Year-Old
remember-
Virgin is
You got to
what I'm saying.
remember when Kevin Hart 2 specials are classics. That Shaq
I'm
All-Star
talking
game
about
was a
the
classic.
movies.
But
The movie roles wasn't headline. He
the
wasn't the,
movie and
headline.
acting
in the
is
movie.
different because I'll say this: with acting, what they do with acting is they give them a script and they like improv a little bit, but kind of follow the guidelines.
Right.
And stand up is literally come bring it.
Right.
Like no one's telling him what to do. No one's telling him. He created this persona of himself. He created this guy. So if you're gonna do a stand up special, then you gotta take the time. You gotta hit the mics. You gotta do the rooms because
My bad, bro.
you turning you. It's too
Oh, I stepped on.
you turning that special into something. So maybe I'll say this. Maybe he shouldn't do stand up until he can take the time to sit down and really focus on it. Because I feel
But
like
see, that's what I don't think it is. Name somebody that's family friendly and edgy. That's a comedian.
family friendly.
Right, you playing
The Rock.
defense.
Adam
You
Sandler,
got-
The Rock.
Adam Sandler,
But he's
The
not a
Rock.
comedian though. Adam
Yeah,
Sandler
yeah.
is a comic.
Is he edgy?
Yeah. Adam Sandler's edgy.
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps is not family friendly.
That nigga edgy. Like that nigga funny as
Well, you
hell.
can. Okay, so then
Chris
you got
Rock. Chris Tucker.
You do got me there. You do got me there to where
Chris
you can
Tucker
Chris Tucker
switched though.
clean now.
He
Yeah,
started,
that's
yeah,
true.
Martin
started
Lawrence.
off edgy
That's true.
and
Jamie
moved
Foxx.
into the clean. Jamie Foxx was
Jamie
edgy
Foxx.
and moved into the clean though. It was never both
the
at the
Jamie
same
Foxx. The
time.
Jamie Foxx show wasn't edgy, bro.
You don't
But
think
his
so?
comedy was a little edgy. But now he not that. He the host of Shazam. With his daughter. That's family friendly.
He could do both then. That's
I
what
think
he
you
did
could
He
both.
do-
doing
I
movies
think you
like
could
Just
do-
Mercy.
I think you could do family friendly. You can do family friendly, but I think what you're saying, I don't think it works with Kevin Hart. Just for the
Kevin
simple-
Hart does movies like Pets.
Right.
Secret Life of Pets.
You can't put Kevin Hart in a serious ass movie, like
That's my point.
unless you need a
He
funny
can't
part.
be edgy. You can't do serious Secret Life of Pets and then go talking about dick jokes and all that other
Oh, you
stuff.
know who's a perfect example actually? Tyler Perry.
Oh God.
Like.
But Tyler,
I don't like him, but he's a perfect example.
of edgy and dark. But you can
Is it
have
family
edgy.
friendly though?
You can
He
have.
had the Alex Cross movie. He does Medea's. He does writing. He do all that. He do it.
But I'm saying the Secret Life of Pets anime
no,
level that
no.
does.
Kevin Hart can't do that.
Kevin Hart-
Jumanji is our
Listen.
childhood movie that
Kevin
we
Hart
had.
can't.
Listen,
No, Kevin Hart can't do that.
You can. I'll say this. He does it. He does his childhood stuff. When you listen to his comedy special, he still use the word fuck. He still talk about how he be having sex with his wife. He does do it, but the material is trash for him. Like, it don't seem like it's him. It seemed like some shit somebody wrote, and he looked at it. And he was like, all right.
But you know,
You do got writers, right?
His ex-wife was a comedian too, though.
Yeah.
So I think that she used to like write like a lot for him.
Ooh,
But he got writers now, though, don't he?
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with having writers, because
Right.
a writer could be like, help me with this joke or something like that. But what I'm saying is, you can do it. His material, it doesn't sound like his material, I guess. And you do got a point. It is hard to be edgy and also be, commercial, family friendly. But at the same time,
Or
then you gotta sacrifice one, nigga.
Right.
Make the movies, but don't try to get me as a fan, because I feel like as an artist, if you're an artist, if you bring something out, give me your all. Don't give me no half-ass shit and then expect me to love it.
It's like,
And it's coming from a person who was a big Kevin Hart fan when he first came out.
right.
Who knew the long titties, long nipples, having ass bit. 1+1. Remember the shit he did the eat your ass joke on the comedy special?
I
Like,
think the issue was trying to portray an image. That's what like the real.
And that's
issue
what I
is.
mean. You can't
do
teeter.
both.
Yeah.
he
Gotta
need to
pick
stop
one.
doing comedy for a
At
while.
some point.
I think
Or he needs to
take a-
pick one. And that's what I'm
No.
saying.
We
If people want him to be more edgy in his stand up and be more,
But I'm not.
That's kind of what he did though. He did pick one.
I'm not saying that he's not.
but
edgy.
he's still trying to do the stand up.
I'm not saying that he's not edgy at his comedy, because he does use profanity and he does
Well,
say
profanity is different
shit
from
that's considered edgy compared to cookie cutter shit.
in 2020.
So you want him to like stop doing comedy and just do movies? Is that what
I'm
you-
not saying I want him to do anything
because
because I don't like his movies.
You don't?
None
See,
of
I
them.
like his movies. I don't like his stand up.
I don't like any of the movies because he play the same person.
'Cause I don't think his stand-ups are edgy anymore. Like that's what you're saying. I don't think.
No,
his
I
stand-ups
don't.
are, like,
I'm
edgy
not saying
anymore.
for me. I'm just saying based on what y'all saying. Well, mainly what he's saying.
What I'm saying is,
Because I don't like his movies. I don't watch any of them. I feel like he's the same character in every movie.
Only watched them two first stand-ups because I thought the other one wasn't as
But
good.
I like the stand-ups because it's funny to me. But the movies, it's like I'm not finna watch you be you in every movie.
that
I'll just
makes
watch
sense.
you be you in the stand-up.
yeah.
I don't need that extra goofy. Every joke's on me.
He was funny in Central Intelligence.
It's the same type of guy though to me, and that and Husbands of Hollywood shit.
That shit was funny to me.
And,
That shit
that
was
was
I think,
funny.
well, see, that shit was
that
funny.
shit was funny.
Because them niggas used to throw so much shade at each other. It was like
that was
real
probably
life
the
shade.
funniest thing I done seen him in. to be
That was
honest.
funny to me,
Yeah.
bro, and I could watch that. But it's like if you're gonna be that guy in every movie you're in, I'm not gonna go watch your movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Of course
What you
not.
missing?
I think we have
Yeah, because I'm not missing out on nothing. I've seen this guy
Honestly,
already.
not.
a separate. I think that we're kind of saying the same thing, but on different. Like, I'm more of a stand-up
You more on
fan.
the stand-up guy.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel like
more
on the film
movie end.
because you're right. Eventually, when you do acting, it takes away from your creativity because you got like when you shooting shit, especially how he busy. He like The Rock. Them niggas in
Yeah.
everything. Like they constantly.
I don't like
consistently moving.
most of his movies.
You don't like The
either.
Rock?
No,
No.
I watch him in Fast and Furious. That's it.
He's good in that.
He had the
You don't like Scorpion King?
I didn't see that.
yeah. That was old though.
That was
That's
good.
bad.
That was
What's the-
good.
What's the one where he was the bounty hunter and he got
Oh
Like
yeah,
that. I don't,
that was a good one too.
yeah.
What was
It had that one dude in it. The road
I
trip
think
or
it was
some shit.
called Long Run or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, last.
Oh,
some
when
shit
they
like
went
that.
to what was it like
Last
Brazil
Stand?
or something, and he had to get that white dude.
He went to the
Yeah.
island. Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was funny. I liked
That was
that
a good
one.
movie.
I liked it. It was because it was funny. Like
I think
you
what
know?
happens is you see too much of them. It's like fuck,
That's
like
that. I guess maybe that's what it is. It's
of-
like, and you're not. There's no. You're not
Spacing it out.
expanding your.
But that comes from-
Yeah, it's like you're playing the same person. It's
Expand
like,
your
oh,
palette.
Yeah,
But that's when you get the.
like,
but-
I
because
don't-
it's like you see him so much, you're not excited to be like, oh shit, I ain't seen this nigga come out with something in a minute. It's like I want to say, I really want
And
to
see, that was the type of shit that like Will Smith and Denzel would say is like, I don't do TV shows and I don't do social media because I want to be, and there's some validity to that.
It's too late now.
But-
Will Smith all on social
Yeah.
media. But now it's smart to be on social media because you can control your content.
Right.
It's like you want to get to a point. Like at first, it was shined upon because no one knew how to gauge. People still don't know how to gauge the internet. Like even what you doing here, like you got an idea of what you want to do, but you don't know what this could take you.
Right.
Like you see where it can take you because you listen to like the Joe
and
Buttons.
I don't even know how to like go about it. It's
Even
like
getting
I'm
to
come
that
down
point.
here and record,
Yeah.
and then, but beyond that, it's like,
But see,
what's next?
but the great thing is about the internet is you can see your analytics.
Right.
Before you people don't realize the reason why Kevin Hart is in a lot of movies is because what happens is Kevin Hart does a movie. He's a star of a movie. They go, this movie sold this much tickets, we made this much money, and he was a part of it. What else can we put this nigga in to replicate these same results?
Yeah.
Let's put him in this. Let's put him in this. Let's put him in this. And
But that going
he
on
has
now.
one of the best agents in the game. Like he got the type of agent that's getting you 100,000 just to show up to do something, 200,000, $1 million. Like he got the guy who represented him represented Dave Attell, and Dave Attell was one of those guys who was making bank, and you don't even know who Dave Attell is.
No.
And he's like a well-known comedian, and he was one of those comedians that was getting to the bag. So it's a lot of shit that people don't see in terms of that. So it gets to a point to where they follow the analytics that we never used to know about. They already knew about. Like Hollywood, this is what they do, bro. They sit in the room, they go, "Yo, we got this story. This shit can make us this much money if we put it in these markets." So they already know how much a movie gonna make before the movie is even done. If it doesn't make that, then it's a flop, and they just guesstimated wrong. But most of the time when they guesstimate this shit, they hit it close to the nail. So it's like
the music industry.
that's what I'm saying.
record
They already
sales and
know
shit.
this.
Yeah.
Well, they know this, so that's why they created, because they already see their return. But you get to a point to where it might not make that because this actor might get in the scandal. This shit might happen or something might happen. But they already know what the fuck is going on. The reason why it gets annoying is because, yeah, it's annoying to see the Kevin Hart in all of these movies. I don't mind that part because it's like, get your money. Like, it was a point in time where he wasn't even close to that. Like, this nigga's been doing comedy for probably like 40 years. So, 30 years, I'm sorry. So when it's your dude, I'll always, as a person who's been in acting, as a person who's like been in acting and done acting, like I understand that when the opportunity comes, you got to take it because that shit don't come lightly. But then just do acting, nigga. Don't do comedy because you ain't funny. And that's no offense towards him. He's probably not funny because he probably hasn't had the time to sit down and reflect on the shit he's done and then present it to us in the right way. Because that's what comedy is. You take your pain. Like, for example, I'm not trying to say I'm close to Kevin Hart, but I used to have a joke where it's like, remember that game we used to play outside when them cars used to drive past? He's like, ooh, that's my car.
Bingo.
That's my car. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do that same game. I used to do that same thing on TV with black men. I'm like, ooh, that's my dad. That's my dad. Like, even something that simple. That was a 2 minute, that was like a 1 minute joke. But I took the insecurities of not having a father and you find ways to do shit. Like this. It's a science to that. It's like, it's literally a science to that. So it's like,
That's the name of this episode. Ooh, that's my dad.
and then I'll end it and like Tiger Woods was my dad, Bill Cosby was my dad, and Michael Jordan was my dad. And like those three dudes, it's like, oh, that's the nigga you want to be your dad? And it's kind of like you find little shit like that
Right.
to you. But when you come in and talking about some, man, me and my wife have to sneak to have sex. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that. But it's like, nigga, what are you doing that's so special that we ain't doing to make it funny?
Right.
But then again, black people, we just got that. What's that phrase you used earlier?
What?
Black people, we just got like
Got
that.
too much sauce.
Too much sauce. That drip.
Yeah.
So shit. By the time we get to white people, anything we do is great.
Man.
I done made white people laugh without trying.
All the time.
So it's like he found his audience. So
I took out all that you was saying that, as far as to Kevin Hart at least, is that it's just a money grab.
yeah, of course
It's
it is.
playing the money game.
I feel like you can't, and me as some like, it gets to a point to where it's like, yo, don't money grab your core. Like, don't money grab this. Money grab the film shit, because you are not bigger than the film. That's a team thing. But if you come into me, that's like your favorite artist. That's like, what's an artist I can think of? Like a Justin Bieber. Like, nigga gonna give you a paid album with paid rappers, paid features, paid beats, paid everything. Right. Compared to a J. Cole. And the only reason I'm comparing them because these are the only two people I can think of. J. Cole gonna sit, he gonna take his time,
And
give
do
you
everything.
his beats, write
Do
his
everything
shit out,
himself.
gonna give you his people don't realize this. The process is in the music. The process is in whatever you do. And the reason why the process, when you get the finished product and it works so well, is because the process created that. Now it's different when everybody else done did your shit and then you put it all together. It could float like, oh, okay, but it's like, that shit ain't hitting. Like, I get it, but you know, that's kind of like the way song. Like, nigga, you should have wrote that song. That shit trash because you sound like Ross. And it's like, that's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure him and Ross sat there and he was like, you know, you gonna say this, the 3 rings, huh? The 3, yeah, that shit dope. I'm gonna say it. And then now we listen to the song and it's like Ross could have said this shit, right? And it would have. And I guarantee, if Ross spit that same verse, we would have been like, oh, this shit hot.
Easily.
Yeah.
All deal we have to do is talk.
But still, even sometimes that could go the other way. With you could be the one that wrote this dope ass shit, but you can't say it the way
But that's
this person can say it. Like the Quentin Miller shit. You seen that shit?
But the
where he came out
the Quentin Miller shit is,
and Jordan was playing, and it was like, and Joe was saying like, cause everybody on there kept saying he a hit maker, like he can write hits. And Joe was like, can he write hits? It's like he can write whatever, but he can't say it like Drake.
But I think the difference with that is, I'm pretty sure Quentin Miller, like Drake, Quentin Miller. This is what we're gonna do. Drake, all right, I'm gonna add this to it. Quentin Miller, I'm gonna add this to it. Like I ain't like people like Drake got writers, but if you listen to a Drake album, you can listen
You
to.
think he got writers?
Of course he got
He
writers.
do.
Drake,
He said he had
He
writers.
has writers. Yeah.
He said it.
But here's the difference. Drake writers are on his poppy songs. Like,
Not his rapidy rap shit.
if you listen to his albums, you can listen to some shit and be like, oh, okay. You know, like Tuscan, like Tuscan Leather. He wrote that.
He was rapping his ass off.
Yeah, he wrote that.
For a long
That's my favorite Drake song. Not 10 bands, 20 bands, 100 bands, fucking man. And I'm a Drake.
That was the one he
That's
wrote,
what I'm
right?
saying.
All right.
No, that's the one that Quentin Miller wrote.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
reading this, it's too late. So he probably wrote a few songs on there, but then eventually you got to get in your own bag.
Yeah.
So that's the difference in terms of, and I don't think that's what Kevin Hart doing. I think niggas is coming up to Kevin Hart, it's like, oh, I did this joke here. And you can't do that sometimes because you write. Sometimes you write shit for other people, but when you writing it for other people, you got them in mind. It's a difference from writing for other people and then writing some shit and then handing it off. Because I can write a joke for you. I can give you one of my jokes, and the shit can hit or it can't. You got to play the odds with that. But if me and you sat down and we wrote a joke together, I guarantee you it'd be more weight in that joke than me just giving you something and then going away with it.
I always wanted to try that shit.
Just do it.
Had somebody write a rap for me, and I rap that shit just to see. Like,
I could do that shit.
Do
Let
I
me
got the
write
rap? Do I got the rapper gene? Can I just? Do I got the performer gene? Can I
'Cause
just rap the shit?
'cause
But I
anybody can do
write
it.
raps.
But anybody can do all this shit. Like, you can rap, you can do comedy, you can sing, you can do it to a certain extent. Now, can you be the Jay-Z of rap? No, fuck no. You can't. But you can rap like Jay-Z. But will we think it's like Jay-Z? Fuck no, probably. But I mean, I don't know. You might come with the bars. Like,
Let me write you a rap, bro. I got you.
you
Write me a rap.
I used to rap.
Yeah.
Write me a rap. I'm gonna do
Got
that
you.
shit.
And sometimes it's better just to even write. Like, you ain't even got to be famous. You can just be in your bag. Like, here, nigga. Like, boom, I put that on for you. Like, I got friends like that who aren't great stand-up comics, but nigga can write you a joke. A great joke. Like, here, this for you. Like, I had a buddy who wrote a joke for me. I don't tell it no more, but, fuck, what joke was it?
But it's like even people that like write scripts. It's like I can write this script, but I can't do the acting.
Yeah. Unless you're
Yeah.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
But, and
I can see again. Y'all can keep talking.
prime example of Tyler Perry, he writing shit for women,
Right.
but he not a woman.
All right.
Yeah. Steve Harvey did the same thing.
That book,
Mm-hmm.
I never read it. I heard it was good though.
I saw the movie. Pretty straight.
Think like a man.
Think like a man.
Yeah.
One of like two of them.
Yeah, he did
Like a
too.
man 1 and 2.
Kevin Hart.
I feel like
Will
I've seen
Packer
both
did
of
that.
them, but I don't really
He probably
remember them.
did.
Only seen the first one. I don't know.
I feel like I seen both of them, and they was probably cool, but it wasn't like classic. So it was like okay.
You don't get a lot of classic movies no more.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
It is tough. And time makes classics though. Like one movie to me that's a classic is Django.
Yeah, I never forget that.
That shit was probably
Yeah,
you know,
that's up there. Though.
that's a classic. You know,
That nigga Jamie Foxx he's a bad motherfucker. To be honest, Ray, you know what I'm saying? He got.
It's one of my favorite entertainers.
Jamie Foxx is one of the best actors. Take it back. He's one of the greatest entertainers out here to this day.
He is.
Like he's Sammy Davis Jr. good.
That boy's good.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Jamie Foxx.
Oh
yeah.
He can sing. His music is dope.
Yeah.
He can sing. He can do comedy.
Do he write his music?
Yeah.
He write enough of it.
I mean, but think about it.
Well, I know
what?
he did that one song that Drake wrote.
What song?
That
Fall for your type.
yeah.
For your type.
Drake wrote that.
Drake wrote that? Oh, okay.
What have you seen Jamie Foxx in that was garbage?
What was the name of that movie?
The Violence.
No, it was a
'Cause that shit was funny.
What was?
no, it was an
Just
action
stuck in the
movie.
gas station.
It was a recent
White House
action
Down?
movie. No, it was after that. It was more recent than that.
Really?
I can't think of the name of that shit. That shit was so ass.
That was the last thing I can remember. Like
It might be
that-
between that. Let me
that
see.
White House Down.
He was in that?
Yeah, he played the
Yeah.
president.
Oh yeah,
Remember
yeah.
when
There
it
was
came
another
out?
movie
No, that's
that came
kinda
out
old.
similar to that, but it was
And they had Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman.
and the white dude. Was
Yeah, yeah.
When they was competing and they had Channing Tatum. Remember when they were trying to make Channing Tatum a star? Damn, Jamie Foxx. Yeah, he don't be in no bad movie.
That's what I'm saying. I can't think
What
of
movie
nothing that
you
he was
finna-
in that was like super garbage.
You probably finna say a personal favorite. I mean, a personal one he don't like.
I'm like,
No,
what you-
this
what
ain't
you
no
finna pull
known.
up?
This ain't no known movie. Trust
You
me. This
better
ain't
not
no
say
known-
Collateral.
Oh, he was
No,
good.
no.
Collateral.
Law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
That's my shit. That's still one of my favorite movies of like overall. Like,
Jamie Foxx is a beast, man. He definitely up there.
Sleepless.
Never heard of it.
never heard of
Exactly.
it.
That's
in
why I
that?
said I told you y'all wasn't gonna
Who's
know
in
it. This
that?
shit was trash.
Sleep.
When did that come out?
2017. That's why I said it was pretty
Sleepless?
recent. That shit was ass.
What was I doing in 2017?
That shit was ass. It was an action movie. He was supposed to be like saving his
I
son.
seen this shit.
He was supposed to be like saving his son.
This wasn't that bad.
That shit
bro.
was ass.
where he was the cricket cop and he had to save his son.
Yeah.
Wait, it had Gabrielle Union in it.
I never even heard of it. I don't even remember seeing
Was
a
Gabby
preview
in
for
it?
that.
Yeah, she was in it. He was his baby mama.
Yeah.
He was the,
I just know he was trying to save his son.
Yeah,
But
somebody
they
had-
jumped right into the story. Like it wasn't no back story to it or nothing. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And all of a sudden it just showed. I was
remember
like,
that
okay, he's
shit.
saving his son.
Yeah.
And it was so ass.
And-
I'm
and
like, this
Gabrielle
movie
Union
is
was the
horrible.
nurse.
I can't remember her being in it.
It was kind of like that movie Bait,
Wait,
but it wasn't.
I remember that.
Remember Bait?
Yeah.
That was a good movie, but
I don't think I've seen that.
you never seen Bait?
Yeah,
Where he
so bad.
accidentally found where they used him as bait to catch this dude.
No, I ain't seen that one. I have to watch that.
Bro,
Bait.
have you do y'all follow Doja Cat? Do you know who Doja Cat is?
Doja Cat? No. I mean, I know who she is, but
I know
don't
she
follow
is.
Oh,
her.
y'all don't be on
follow
Twitter. Okay. She was on Twitter doing a live video, and she looked like she
About
was high
Russ?
off cocaine. You see that video?
I saw that. She was definitely high.
She was high.
She was definitely high.
Not the
She couldn't
good-
even talk. She just kept laughing.
She remind me
good
of She remind me of what's the one Tamira's sister?
Tia.
Tia?
What's the one that married to the white man?
I don't know.
I don't know. They look alike. Shit.
What you talking about?
One of the twins?
I still can't tell them apart.
Oh, okay.
Since sister and sister.
I mean, now they one look like a white girl, one like a black girl, but
Oh, I see. I haven't seen
I don't
them
see
in a
the
long
other one.
time.
I only know the one that's on the real. Or is it the
that's
real?
the
Not Real.
that's the one that's married to the white man.
Not the real. What is it?
That ain't the real. She used to be on the TV show.
On the XP.
Yeah. That's the only one I ever see. But what were you saying about Doja Cat?
No, that's all.
That's it.
I thought that shit was funny.
You like her? I see you saying something.
I would fuck Doja Cat, but I don't think I would want to get to know her.
She seemed weird.
Yeah. Like, she's not like my type of weird. Like, I like anime chicks. I like that. All that.
Yeah, I like weirdos.
I like weirdos, but she like
No, she a different level.
Yeah,
Of weird.
yeah.
She like a fake.
I knew as soon as she came out with that song, that first song.
Weird.
I'm a cow.
The cow.
That's one
yeah.
that got me on.
I was like, oh, this bitch weird.
Yeah, I was like, damn, bitch, yeah.
She had a different level of weird.
I want to fuck the shit out of
I was like, yeah, okay. I got the cow suit on. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
He said,
Yeah,
bitch,
I'm
yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, bitch.
I'm a cow.
All her was move. She was dancing. I was like, yeah, bitch.
Green screen.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Call me a hater, but that type of shit upset me.
Why?
When people just get popping off of shit like that, like when I found out that Lil Nas X, the
Yes.
Old Town Road, it wasn't even no serious song.
No, it was a troll.
He took it, as
Bro,
a
he's
joke,
a troll.
and he got popping off that
Bro,
shit.
he's a troll. He's
That
That
shit
nigga
upsets
funny,
me.
though.
funny though. No, but he's funny though.
You do that? Yeah, he an internet
That
troll.
shit upsets me. It's like,
Oh,
dog, you
man.
was
But that's the thing
being.
with the internet. If you can use the troll and let me tell you, the perfect rapper who became a star off of trolling. Oh,
Pull it down.
oh, sorry.
How do you use?
Yeah,
man.
Was it
Yeah,
troll?
Fuck this mic. Fuck this mic. Yeah, hey, man. I was saying.
Was Blueface.
I like Blueface.
But if you remember Blueface, everybody was trolling him. His music, he can't be on beat. But I was like, bro, this nigga gonna be popular, based
I
off
like
the fact that everybody was clowning him. And on the internet, bro, you ain't gotta be good to get popular or famous. Because what happened is enough people will hate to where enough people will be like, start backing them up, start supporting.
Yeah.
And then one thing leads to another. And then
Trying to
next thing
be
you
a-
know,
what's the word? Contrarian.
yeah. And then now it's like you got all these followers. Some hate you, some love you. But the people who got the money don't know because they ain't paying attention. They
I don't
just see
think
the
he
number.
really be off beat.
Me neither.
He be upbeat.
It's just
I think
that's
he
a West
just-
Coast thing,
I think he just squeezed too many words or not enough words
bro.
into the verse.
He do
So
that.
it
G
just sound
Herbo
off.
shit.
Yeah,
So it just sound off. But I don't think it's off beat.
that West Coast shit be like different. Like it's a whole different sound to it. Like it sound different. I thought he was all right.
I like him. I think he can rap. He be saying some shit.
2 Glocks, 2 dicks, 1 meat.
I can't get jiggy with that shit.
No, you know I've been listening to King Von. You ever heard of
Never
him?
heard of it, no.
He like one of these other young rappers. He be talking shit. Him. I listen to everything, bro. I listen to anime intros. I listen to metal. I listen to hip hop. I listen to rock. I've been Summer Walker. I just started listening to her. But I'll listen to people when the hype goes away. Like, of course her hype is still going on, but like I'll wait until like they hype die down and then I'll go and like listen to them. Cause I like people influence, like not they influence me, but like if I hear everyone saying something good, then it's just like, oh, it's got to be good. So I kind of take a step back and wait. Like when I watch movies and shit like that, like if it's really popular, like I remember y'all was talking about Power. I seen Power. The only reason I seen Power was because this one girl, my one friend, she was about to watch season 5, and I've never seen it. And then she put me on the shit, and we binge watched the whole fucking series from 1 to 5. And I was like, oh, this shit good.
Yeah.
But I remember people used to talk about it all the time, but I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. And I still haven't seen the ending of it, so I'm gonna probably wait till the second chapter come out, and then I'm probably go back to the last season.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I just finished 5, so I gotta start. At 6.
It kind of got kind of bad. The writing kind of got
Yeah.
kind of bad. I don't think the same people writing it who wrote it for this couple seasons. So
It really depends on how I feel.
yeah,
Like if I want to watch it, I will. If I don't, I'll wait.
I want to see that Raising Cain shit though, because 50 was my favorite character on there.
Oh, he's about to show.
Yeah, what you mean Raising Cain
Raising
chicken?
Cane's and shit.
You talking about the chicken place?
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
that's the best place.
Now we talking.
We wait, we been to Raising Cain. You been out there before? Yeah.
They got them in Chicago. Now
got 'em in
just gotta
Chicago?
Bring them up here. They
Yeah.
just gotta cross that border. And I'm gonna be 300.
Bro, that
I'm already
sauce is
200.
clutch.
I went when I was in Houston though. That shit.
Fire.
Bro, that chicken tenders.
It's so fire,
Dog,
bro.
what the fuck, man? It be seasoned right. It don't
be
like
perfect. It don't be
the
too
crisp. Don't be
salty.
too.
They don't be soggy. Oh my god.
Damn, I see somebody.
Don't get me started.
Dog, I seen somebody grab the bread, cut the bread, put the chicken in there with the fries, and put sauce on it.
Wait, what you
That's a game changer.
Dog,
Like a sandwich?
like a fucking sandwich,
Like a chicken
bro.
sandwich.
Yeah, I used to get really high in Arizona and go there, bro, and get like the biggest one. What's that? Caniac. That's what
I
it's
don't
called.
even know.
No,
I haven't been there enough times
Oh
to know.
no.
Yeah, I think I only been there.
But
a
I
couple
just know
times.
it's fire, and they need to bring it across the border because I know they got it in
I
Chicago.
didn't know they had it in Chicago. That shit was like on the West Coast.
I didn't know that until like what
They got it down
last
south
year,
too.
Do they?
Year before that.
Yeah.
He
I
said
know that
Houston.
first time I had it was
Yeah.
in my girl hometown, in Mississippi.
Bro, that shit is
Yeah,
busted. That's
yeah.
probably the best chicken place I've had in terms of just like going against the quick chicken.
Oh, he bought down on these niggas.
Yeah.
That
Shit.
yeah.
You gotta have cookout. You ain't had
Cookout trash.
I think cookout.
Cookout
trash.
is garbage.
I just go there for the shade.
I go there when I'm drunk as fuck, bro. It's
You don't
cheap
like the
bullshit.
shakes?
The
Where
shake's
is that?
good. It's like a 24-hour. Shit. What can I compare it to? It's like if
Gas
McDonald's.
station.
Yeah, it's kind of got like to me it's like gas station food.
You think so?
Yeah,
I just go there. I like the shakes.
I seen them in Atlanta. You either
They got
go,
like 100.
Where's that in the South?
yeah,
Yeah, they got like 100 shake options.
they do. You either go there or you go to Waffle House, but everyone goes to Waffle House.
Get
before
you a
go there.
Whataburger.
Whataburger? No, Whataburger is good.
It was alright. It gave me McDonald's vibes. I
Did it? Them
Yeah,
burger
yeah.
was big as a bitch when I went to one.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I had a big ass
McDonald's.
burger.
I had the breakfast and the, like the burgers. It didn't do nothing for me.
I be thinking I'm on my woke shit. I don't like to eat at chain restaurants because I feel like aliens own chain restaurants and they're using that food to poison us solely. And
You
just
sound like this nigga now.
for real, man. Like
I don't really be eating chain restaurants like that no more.
No,
So-
nigga, you was talking about the fucking the Russians. Fuck what black people they really shit.
I had another one. I wish I
What?
would have remembered that one.
the Russians. Oh, I heard that when you talking about how the Russians are. Yeah. Shit, man. Trump gonna have to pay him soon.
You think Trump gonna win again?
Oh yeah, he getting that for. He's too likable. Like I'm not saying that because I like him. I'm just saying like he talked that shit too. So like
Controversial.
if people fuck with him, they fuck with him. Like ain't nobody like okay, I kind of like. It's like no, I fuck with Trump. Like that. Like there's no candidate on the Democratic side that gives you vibes to where they fuck. Like remember that Obama love. Like Obama got that love. Like everybody. Like I've never seen people love black people so much when Obama is in office.
Mm-hmm.
White people love Obama so much, they've been publicly hating Trump. Like, and this is the first time in my life where I've seen white people vocal about who they political ties are to. Normally, white people don't talk about who they vote for. They're like, I don't like to talk about that.
The
Motherfucking white person will bump into you. White people bump into you like, oh, I hate that Trump. Oh my God, I miss Obama. It's like, okay, motherfucker. Didn't even bring it
You
up.
now.
Right? First time white people miss niggas. Now you miss.
Now you listen, nigga.
Now you miss niggas. Back then they didn't want me. Now they all on me.
Yeah, y'all ain't missed niggas this much since slavery was
right?
abolished. Was that too much?
Cause slavery. Man, we used to miss when y'all used to work for us for free, man. God damn, you remember those times? I wonder if old white people used to have conversations like that. Like, man,
Oh my god.
damn, I miss having slaves,
Remember
man.
we had those niggers in the.
Remember how them niggas doing everything for us?
They do.
Life was so relaxing. You can get a nigga to bring some lemonade for free. You could beat them. You could fuck their wives.
Ooh, that's
Good
too
old
real.
days.
Ooh,
Good old days.
that's too real.
Now the motherfuckers want rights and shit. God damn. Shit, we brought them here. We had places for them.
Not a roles reversed. Now we fucking they wives.
Fucking they right now they.
I gotta buy a chastity belt for Karen. God
Shit,
damn.
they was doing that then.
Oh yeah, them white women was, bro. Imagine being, would you, if you was a slave, and a white woman came and tell you, like, yo, give me this, fuck this pussy, boy, fuck this pussy, nigga.
Let's go.
Would you, yeah.
Hey,
Yo, I'm a spiteful nigga back then. Yo, I'm busting.
hey, why this come up, dog? Remember the episode we was talking about letting white people say nigga?
Oh yeah.
It was something that I didn't think about at the time,
Yeah,
but it was one chick that I let her say nigga when we was fucking.
A white chick?
Yeah.
Shit was fucking.
I was loving that
What
shit,
was it?
though.
Yo, white pussy
I
good, bro.
I let it slide because I initiated the shit. I was like, yeah, you like this nigga dick, don't you? Shit. And she repeated it, so I
sound
turned,
like
I
this
was
nigga,
like,
You got an ERA,
I love that shit. I ain't even gonna lie.
bro.
You a wild
I let that
boy.
shit ride.
You like
Damn, bro. I never.
I ain't let that shit slide.
No, I don't know, man.
I might not.
Started it.
No,
I
the
might
fact
not
that he
like,
said it, he was like, ah.
It's just funny that this nigga said it.
I was on some
Like,
bullshit.
He
son.
said
It
the pussy
like-
was too good, though.
I couldn't even be mad.
Hey.
She was a fun time.
If-
I'm like this nigga.
I was gonna bash you because it is
Why
still
you
Black
say
History
nigga,
Month.
though? Why you-
Initiated it, though.
Why you ain't say black? Why you choose?
that's too easy.
Because he was drunk.
I was on some bullshit.
He was drunk on some bullshit. Like this nigga dick,
I
don't
was
you?
on some
That nigga
bullshit.
say you love his black dick,
I
though.
was
You could have
like,
said you love
fuck
his
it.
black
I-
cock,
I
don't you?
It was one of
said,
them
"No, you love
nights.
this
fool."
nigga dick.
I was like, fuck it.
You should got pregnant.
Sick ass.
Unless you like niggas now.
That's
Dog. I never did that. Man, damn.
I thought about that after we
That's
recorded that
wild.
episode, and then I was just gonna like, fuck it.
So when y'all come to a conclusion, like y'all don't really care, or is that word a big deal?
in that situation, I was like, fuck it. I was in
So
the
you-
moment.
So you think
Hey,
that
bro.
the word now is a big deal? Like when person use the word nigga, is it the fact that they use the word nigga, or when you think of white people using the word, it comes from a negative connotation?
it don't bother me.
I'm the
I
same
would
way
ju-
too.
I mean, it don't bother me enough that I'm gonna fight you.
and I'll say this:
I'll just move around.
to me, black people work on tones. Like, if that makes sense. Like when black people talk, black
Even
people
with
can
the
say,
word bitch with women.
What you mean? When they saying it to each other or saying
Yeah,
it to you?
I know what you mean, but it's how you say it though. It's not what you say; it's how you say it. Because, like, if a motherfucker saying, like, somebody calling you a bitch,
I'm not.
Yeah, because it could be.
I don't
It's some
wanna
women
hear
out there that'd be okay with you saying like, "That's my bitch."
That's my bitch right
You
there.
my bitch.
it. Okay.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Because
But I don't. If that's my girl,
even
I'm
with
not
the
gonna
N
address her
word,
like
because now we hear the music, we say it so much.
that.
How can we have a culture with it? And not to say we accept people in our culture doing it, but our culture is acceptable. But for everybody, we are open to people in our culture if their credential is white. Like was driving this one white dude. I swear to God, I did not know dude was white. Listen, I did not know this man was white. It was like 3:00 in the morning. We was like in Athens, Georgia. He was like, "Yo, man, I was going on hanging out with my chick, man." And then this bitch trimming, man. Then I went over to my nigga house and I'm just talking to him. I turn around, man. This motherfucker looked like a meth head, thug ass cracker. I turned around, bro. The way he said it, it wasn't even like nigger or nigga. He's like, man, I was with my nigga, man. I went over this nigga house. I turned around like, man, he done said this word 50 times. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna fuck up my night because that's his word. I do think people overuse it, but I feel this way with anybody. If you gonna say, and I always tell this to white people, I always tell this to anybody. If you gonna say something, own up to the word. If you want to say nigga, all right, go ahead and say it. But you can't get mad at the energy that
Right.
comes with
Whatever
saying
you get back,
because
you gotta be prepared for that.
I've had white people say nigga to me, and just like I had my one friend say nigga, like what's up, my nigga, and I looked at him and I was like, really, man? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, why you sorry? He's like, I don't know. I was just trying to be cool, and I was like, you shouldn't say something to be cool. You should say it because that's what
Right.
you say. Because what happens is you can hear the cadence in your voice. Like he was like, nigga, like you can't say nigga like that. Like you can't say nigga like
With
that.
hesitation.
Like he said nigga like he was peeking in
What's up,
something. Nigga.
What's up, my nigga?
That's how he said it. And I'm like, bro, if you got to do all that to say the word, bro, maybe that's not the word you should be saying.
Shut up, dog.
Like, maybe that's not the word you be saying. Maybe. Oh, the problem with
the way he hesitated and then the way you looked around. It
what's
was
up,
like,
man?
bro, just stop. Just don't do that. Just stop.
nigga. If you can't say nigga with confidence, then don't say it.
Like, y'all ever watch Key and Peele?
I love that show.
Yeah.
In that one episode where they were saying bitch when they was talking
Like,
about that
had to go to space and shit. He was like,
It was like, and I told her,
Bitch. You said it like that?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. That's an underrated show, man. You ever seen a Negro Town? It's a skit where
so.
this black
I can't
dude walking
remember.
down the street, and then he get arrested by the cop, and then he hit his head and he like pass out, and then this homeless dude take him to like this fantasy world called Negro Town, and do this whole
no, I
musical.
didn't know.
They do this whole musical on how you got the internet on there. You probably could look it up on there, but it's like Negro Town, and then like at the end he wake up. And he going in the police car. He's like, "Oh, I thought I was going to Negro Town." The cop's like, "Oh, you is." He put him in like the cop car. Like,
I watched it early on, and then I don't know why I just
they got
stopped
too many
watching it.
skits because what happened is it was just becoming too much content to where. But they got a lot of good ones. Negro Towns, that show I heard about that show.
Hunters.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a show where these people.
I
hunt.
just seen this trailer from this. My
You-
cousin was up there watching something, and that trailer came on.
They
Oh, it's
hunt-
Jordan Peele part
they
of
hunt
this.
Nazis. But they should do the same show, but they should do it with the Klan, where like black people hunt the Ku Klux Klan,
They can't do that here.
but they can do one about the Nazis and shit like that.
They do slave movies every goddamn
The only
year.
time we
I don't
see
wanna see
black
no
people
slave
in that, I'm done seeing them. And then it be white people winning Oscars. You ever see like slave movies and be like the white people winning Oscars from it?
That's sick.
That
is so
but it
sick.
makes sense though.
It be like, yo, this guy was great in 12
Then
Years
we
a
be
Slave.
up there
What'd he do?
lined
He
up.
just beat the slaves and shit. Yeah, I don't watch slave movies.
Then we up there lined up.
The only slave movie I like is Django. That is a really good
That's
slave
it.
movie.
That's
Yeah.
it. The Roots is depressing.
All that shit is depressing, bro. But you get good performances out of those movies because it's, all right, as when you in acting, authenticity always gets displayed on screen. So with them slavery movies, you can express pain so well. Ain't nobody gonna laugh. I would laugh at a slave movie if it's funny. If it's funny, I'm laughing, even if it's awkward. But
That nigga Leo, he played that shit. Though.
oh man,
Yeah.
Senor Candy,
Jordan.
Yeah, he played-
German.
That boy Leo, he a good ass actor fool.
Oh yeah, he one of the best.
Yeah.
It's called the skit. It's called Negro Town. But they got another skit where they Did you see the one where the zombies wouldn't eat the black people?
I seen that.
They got a lot of
one.
racial
Yeah.
shit. Like people will be sleep on how many racial content that they was
You
that
said
they was
Negro
doing.
Town?
It's called Negro Town.
There you go.
Shit, I'm late for work.
Oh, you got to
I
work?
was supposed to be there at 10 o'clock.
It's 11.
I'm gonna be late today. I texted them. Oh, and that Wilder fight going on. I'll probably leave in a little bit though.
Shit, we down there 4 hours. We ain't on
That's what
record.
I'm say. I ain't, are you still recording?
Everyone's favorite hero, ambition. The year was 1973.
Everything get recorded down here.
The first cell phone.
That's what Bo was like. You can record. You want to record everything get recorded. If we sitting here, the mics is on.
Be honest.
Until I say thank you for listening, the mics is on.
And dude, wigs be killing me, bro.
Like Tyler Perry wigs.
Just a good turn around.
Let's see some ID. You didn't do anything, man. Are you talking back to me? No, I was just walking. Look, there is no reason for you to get upset, sir. I'm not. All right, that's it. Put your hands
All right, that's it. I'm not. You had your chance.
I just asked you, like, politely what it is that I did. They found the porn yesterday. Come on, man. Get in the car. Duck your head. All right, officer. I'll take it from here. Hi, Wally. Good to see you. It's all yours. All right.
Dude, Jordan Peele's a beast, man.
Y'all have a good night. All right. Thanks, man. But where we go?
Anything for cool
I'm
downs.
glad you asked. Follow me.
movie that's coming out?
The shit with I don't know, but it looked good. Anything he touch, I watch.
Look at this place. Where are we? Just be patient, and I'll show you. You're so shady. Follow me to a place I know when
Do you see the Us movie?
Yeah, that was good.
That shit was. I had to watch it twice.
Yeah.
Get Out is still the scariest movie to me.
Yeah,
That shit.
It's
I had to lay off. I don't even fuck with poor white women now. Nah, you live on the birds. I ain't going. Like, I
Dog
need to
said
be-
poor white women.
I need to be in the city with your ass.
Yeah, I'm not going camping or nothing with no. Nah.
Have you ever watched that
sad.
show?
barbecue, nigga.
What's that show? Superstore? That come on NBC? Where it's like a Walmart?
I never watched it.
That shit funny. It's on Hulu.
Yeah,
But-
I know what it is. I seen
Yeah,
it.
you gotta watch it. It's pretty. He on there. The dude that was in the taxi.
What's her name was mad though, or not mad, but he said something about them doing this show.
Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle.
Yeah, he made the look. Well, technically, they kind of did just pick up where he left off at.
But see, a lot of people will say Dave Chappelle just did like In Living Sync or
Yeah.
In Living Color, and
But I'm a Dave Chappelle fan, so I'm biased. Every skit was brilliant. Like, from the writing, all that shit was something that was deeper than what you seen the first time. So you can watch a Dave Chappelle skit like 5 times and see something new every time. Like from the first one, from the Black Klansman to the Player Haters Ball.
That shit's still
to-
hilarious.
that shit all classic,
Like-
you know. And you can always go back to Living Color because I mean, Keenan Ivan Wayans is a fucking beast in himself. So you know, them niggas is the Wayans brothers to Damien to them niggas is hilarious, bro. They brilliant, you know. But like Jordan Peele, like I think he wrote most of these skits. Him and both of them, but I think the way he directed shit, you can kind of see where his mind be.
it didn't make sense though, even just based off the movies. Like you said, the race thing.
He's strong on race shit. Like he good at pointing out that shit.
Did you see where he said people was trying to talk about him like dating a white woman?
Yeah,
What he
biracial
said-
people
did you
always.
see what he said though?
Nah, what'd he say?
He said he loved black women, but black women didn't love him.
I can see that. I had that problem when I was younger. Like,
So
Like,
he was like,
black
"Shit,
bitches-
I'm gonna go to the women that love me."
yo, I was at a point in my life to where I never thought I would be with a black woman or date a black woman because black women never gave me an opportunity. Like black women, I was too corny. I was too dorky.
They
know,
rough on niggas that like
Man,
anime.
for real. Like, how am I like the perception of them? And then once you start fucking with white women, it's like, oh, this nigga ain't shit. Da, 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 da. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
I can beat this.
what am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to deal with y'all bullshit in terms of how your perception of me is,
be
or just fuck with
lonely.
these white girls? Like,
Or be lonely
Right.
for the
For
rest of
who
my
I
life.
am.
Right.
now it's starting to change. You're starting to get a little bit more diversity in our culture. So that's the great thing. Black people wasn't diverse probably like 20, 30 years ago. And if they were, they was bullied for it.
You ain't got no choice. You got to change with the times.
Cause I used to tell, like, swear black girls be like, why you fucking with white girls? Cause they willing to give me a shot. Like black girls, you ain't gonna give me no pussy, is you?
Literally.
See, that's
like,
that's the thing. Don't worry about why I fuck with white girls.
Yeah.
Why you need to be worried about why I don't fuck with you.
yeah.
I was just trying to get my whistle wet.
Like, I'm 16. Like I ain't looking to fall in
You
love.
ask
Right.
too
Like,
many questions.
right?
I was trying to get my whistle wet. You was bullshitting, so I went to where I was gonna get my whistle wet.
But if you look at it, light skinned people always be like the biracial because they have both sides of it. So they end up having a totally different experience. So they be a little bit more open in terms of expressing that shit more than black people. We like dark skinned, not all, but like those dark skinned people, because we was treated a certain way in terms of just being black. I don't mean light skinned and dark skinned. I'm talking about how you was raised. Like
Right,
you
right.
got a household where it's white, black parents. That's different than having a black, both
Two
black
black
parents,
ass
you know?
men, yeah.
That's definitely a different experience. But man, these dudes most of they skits hit. Some of them is kind of over the top, but that shit is pretty good, man. And people always got something to say. And it's funny how when black dudes date white women, it's always negative. But when a black woman go to a white man, it's always,
Yes,
oh, yes, bitch, you went through the trials and tribulations. And my mom is married to a white man. So, and I talked to her about it, and my mom said she didn't date him because he was white. The man she married was the man she could depend on. Out of all of she's ever dated in her life, she's never been able to depend on a person. And that's all she ever seen. Like, that's what she always looked for. Someone she could depend on. Not take care of her, but, I like depend on. Someone who she know who was going to be there for her. And he was the person who's been there for her. So she can't help but to fall in love with him. But I think that should work for everybody. Like, that's how I am. If I can depend on you, I'm going to love you.
Well, that's a good way to put it.
And it's
the
not
way that I would thought about it was that white men is more easy to like tolerate the things that
I think it
black
depends.
women do, and it's like as black men we gon' fight that shit, and it's like I'm not finna fight with you all the time, so I'm gonna just leave.
I can only speak on it I can only speak on my mom experience because we talked about it. I do think a lot of ego gets us in the way. I think ego in dating your same race will, no matter who you are, will get in your way because you got that understanding. It's like, yo, you ain't going nowhere. I'm what you are. You comfortable. But I think that once you go outside your race, it takes you out your element. Like when I used to date outside my race, like when I date outside my race, I'm more like, I don't want to say it's different because I've opened my mind to everybody, but you're a little bit more surprised by shit. Like the culture's different, like the way they talk, the way, like when I dated a white girl, like I would trip out about little shit like, damn, you ain't got no lotion in this motherfucker? Like little simple shit like that. Yeah. Like, damn, you ain't got no lotion in this motherfucker? Like a nigga just got some pussy, took a shower, I need to, it's just little shit like that is different. But I think when you dating your same race, you don't try to understand that person because you think you know them because of their race.
I bet you wouldn't have got some lotion for you though.
Well, yeah, eventually you go over there. Yeah, I thought about you, and I know you be over here, here. But when you date the same race, you think you understand people more. And I think once you think you understand people more, because I look at him, I don't think he like anime, and that's nothing against him.
I don't like a nigga that like anime. I get it a lot.
Yeah, it's
you
just like
you really don't think I like anime until you start talking to me. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
But you ever see this?
I never knew black people was really into anime like that.
I'm an actual nerd, bro. But it's just like it's not.
It's certain ones.
It's not a certain,
I can't talk about it with everybody.
I'm the same way because when I used to talk about when I talk about anime, people are like, oh, you watch Dragon. I don't like Dragon Ball Z. I think Dragon Ball Z is the most overrated anime.
Dragon Ball Z is lame as fuck, bro.
My favorite anime is Hunter x Hunter. Full Metal Alchemist,
Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal, shit like that. That's actual
storyline.
Actually, storyline, plot, good shit. Dragon Ball Z is just a nigga abandoning his kids to fight everybody.
Right.
Yeah. And it's just like they write a character, they build, and this one thing too they did with certain animes. You build up a character. Like, I hate Dragon Ball Z because, all right, I get the first season. Goku's just saying he fights Frieza.
Yeah.
Boom.
Cool.
Second season, you build up his fucking son to be great.
To be a fucking lame ass.
Then make him a lame, bro. Make him a fucking lame after he beat Cell. To me, the Cell series was my favorite series.
I like Majin. I like up to Majin Buu.
I hate Majin Buu.
After Majin Buu, it should stop.
When he turned into that little superhero thing with that chick.
Bro, Saiyaman.
With the fucking shit on
the
and
reason
shit.
why I hate Majin Buu because he created the writer, and he admitted like the writer couldn't like. I didn't like the new shit that came out. I thought it was.
I never watched it. So.
But he made Majin Buu too strong. I think when he was writing that shit, he just made a too strong character.
He was three people. He was too strong. That's why I liked it. I think that's why I like Majin Buu.
He turned niggas into chocolate and shit. I was like, oh, this is a dub,
he turned the whole world to candy and shit. It was like, fuck it.
Shit. But, and everybody like, oh, Dragon Ball Z the greatest, this, that, and the other. I didn't like it as a kid. I would watch Pokemon more than I watched Dragon Ball Z.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Them was shit on Dragon Ball Z.
Lit, bro. Them kids used to be traveling. Them kids went on an island and duel for their life.
Digimon was popping too.
I like Digimon.
Digimon had a better storyline than Pokemon.
Better storyline, but because I'm an asshole.
But
I
what's
thought it
the
was
name?
annoying that the Digimon talked.
Yeah.
Like the reason why I like
That-
Pokemon because it was
yeah.
just like Poke, like it just said his name. And you're like, all right,
I
cool.
feel like the
I didn't like
Digimon
how,
wasn't as cool as the Pokemon.
They was
Like,
Like
cool,
as far as
but
the powers and shit.
I didn't like their names. All their names had "mon" at the end. I didn't like that shit.
Go Giddymon,
Yeah.
Dragomon,
Gotcha-mon.
Gotchamon. It felt like Dragon, but I think the timing of Digimon, because Digimon is just as old as
Yeah,
Pokemon.
Digimon came out at a bad time
But
too.
I think it came out at the wrong time that they was trying to compete because what was happening was these companies like Warner Brothers and Cartoon Network and all them and Disney were buying these cartoons and were
trying
broadcasting
to
them.
compete with the
Trying to
other
compete.
networks.
And
shit.
Naruto came out by Disney. But if you ever watched Naruto was deep. Like they
I
had to
never
stop
watched
it on Disney because it was swearing in it and everything like that.
shit.
So they had to stop it on Disney. And then
But
they,
it came on like
it used to
after
come, but they had
hours,
to
right?
edit it. But they subbed it. I mean, they dubbed it. That's why you got dubbed anime because they listen to this shit. But that's why dub is different than sub. Like they're completely different things. People say like it's the same.
What is
Nowadays,
that? What's the difference? I don't even know what that is. I
dub
don't know.
is English.
yeah.
Okay.
Sub is in
Subtitles.
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 But you got to
Oh.
realize in sub it sounds different because the dialogue is different. Like
Yeah.
you watching anime and sub, you gonna get more of it's gonna be more like the storyline is gonna be deeper. The philosophy is a little bit different, and it do sound cooler. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, and the content is original, but like when it's dubbed, it's dumbed down to fit the American standard.
Yeah. And they take away a lot of shit. And
Yeah.
with anime, you can't like the way America talk. You can't translate Japanese culture with American accents. Even when you watch like that's why I can't watch a lot of dubbed anything.
Yeah.
Like Crouch a Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You have to like now that I'm older. Like I could watch
Gotta
that
watch the
before.
sub.
Like, you gotta watch the sub because it takes away from the movie. Of course, you would want to read it, and it takes away from you watching the experience. But that dialogue
That's
changes
something I
how
couldn't
you
do.
feel about the
'Cause
movie.
that's why I couldn't watch Narcos. Because
Gotta
it was
read-
too many subtitles.
But that
It's like
shit is
I can't
authentic.
watch it if I'm too busy reading.
But
I don't know what's
you
going
gotta- you
on
gotta
because
be
I'm
quick.
reading.
But you
That's easy,
you
bro.
learn to be quick with
Yeah,
that
you
shit.
learn to be quick.
You learn that shit.
Bro,
Bam, boom.
bro, you a dead ass be multitasking like you just read this whole shit and watched the whole action scene. You didn't even notice
And
it.
then it makes you watch it again.
But
Yeah, you-
even,
like, you
and
wouldn't even
even
notice
then,
that
not
you
even
did
just
it.
that. I don't really like reading.
And Narcos.
I done got tired of reading.
And
Like,
in
I
Narcos,
don't watch TV to read.
you can't talk about the Mexican cartel and the Colombian cartel and it all being English.
Right,
Because
right.
it takes away from the authenticity of that culture. Like, that's what they talk about when they do, like, diversity and shit like that. Like, you can't give me culture without the culture. Like,
Right.
you can't give me a movie with Mexicans, Latino people,
And they speak English.
that they all speak perfect fucking English, and it's set in Mexico, in Colombia. It's like, get the fuck out of here. What these motherfuckers on a resort the whole time? You know, just like American culture. You know, you can't give us boys in the hood with white dialogue. Like that shit not gonna feel right. You gonna look like this shit was forced. You get a Malibu's Most Wanted. You do shit like that. Bro, I'm gonna get up out of here before I get fired, man.
All right.
All right.
We've been on for a long ass time anyway.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
Let me know when I can
Anytime,
come back.
man.
All right.
Anytime.
I might just
Hit
come.
me up. Well, that's the end of it. It's a long ass
You
episode.
might have to bust that into two.
Yeah, I'll probably do a part one,
two. I was
part one,
thinking
part
about
two.
that
Both drop on the same day, but still part one, part two, probably.
You gotta split them up.
Even in the mic. Take that.
You gotta split them up. Don't put them on the same day.
I don't have the time to try to drop them on
drop
two
on-
different days. I
drop
gotta
on the same day.
do all this editing at once and have it. Well, I guess I could probably edit it all. And
No, you can edit it all, but
schedule
just
the-
drop them on
schedule
separate
to
days.
drop. Yeah,
Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday, however you want to do it.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. when
That's
we drop
right.
that.
That's right. That's right. I'm tripping.
Thursday
The video
is the
drops
video.
on Thursday. Exactly. I'm tripping. Forgive me.
Except for the last one, which I try to get up. But yeah, thank y'all for listening, man. Not included pod on everything. IG, Twitter, YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You gotta check me.
Actually, I do. Don't check me, bitch. Check your goals.
Check your goals.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, man. We out.